All right, fuckers. Welcome to Walter's Christmas one shot. Walter is on a train back home to see his family. Who knows what kinds of shenanigans are going to ensue? All right, now that we've started, how the fuck do I use Roll20?
Oh my god!
Well, first off, is it in Spanish?
It's in English. We're off to a good start. Let's go usar Roll20. Roll20.
For the Brazilian viewers, please.
Entonces empezamos con
Brazilians
El tren.
speak Portuguese.
Well, then speak Portuguese.
Okay, did I move you guys to the train?
Yes, looking at
Yes.
a train.
Yes! I'm a Roll20 master.
Amazing.
Okay. So at this point, the train would probably be like 2 days away from Walter's destination. And y'all can feel free to drop your characters wherever you would like them to be. But since this is a Walter Christmas special, we're going to start with Walter. So what is Walter up to? He's been spending a lot of time in transit nowadays. So how has he been spending his time?
Well, he's probably sketching up the design for Bruce's knife because that hasn't been made yet.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Reset. I just looked at my notes and I saw how I wanted to start. So, okay. We open on a lightly frosted railroad track. We zoom in on a tiny robotic spider, slowly walking along in pursuit of a train car that has long since disappeared. It's great that Anton is not here for that. But so you're currently sketching your design for your knife thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruce's Dark Souls parry dagger.
Very, very good. Would you say you've gotten to know some of the people on this train, if there are people who are also traveling long distances like you are?
And if there's friendly people, yeah. The person who probably yelled at him to shut the fuck up, I'm trying to sleep, when he was the day before he threw Pip out the window, he probably would have apologized the next day. So if he was amicable the next day, that probably would have gotten to know him a bit better. Yeah, friendly people definitely would get to know. But it wouldn't like he wouldn't be best friends with anyone. Like he'd just be friendly with them.
Cool. Bean, let me do that. Did that work?
Yes, it did.
Blend.
Thank you.
Okay. So there have been some people who have come and gone as people have gotten on the train or reached their destinations. And this fellow over here is someone who you have not met. And he'll be like, "What are you drawing?"
Oh, dagger for my friend's upcoming wedding. It's his wedding gift.
A dagger? Like some sort of murder weapon?
Well, more of a defensive in this case. It could be used to fight, but it's probably better if he just has it in his offhand while he casts spells.
I see. And as you look up, this fellow who has just barged in and started bothering you is a bald man with an extremely shiny dome and a well-groomed mustache, and he like speaks in a very animated way, and it bounces the reflection of whatever light is in the train off of his bald head. And he says, I am interested in the topic because I'm currently seeking inspiration to write about a train murder mystery.
Oh.
It's such an exciting topic.
I'd like to insight this man. Is he planning to murder someone on this train for inspiration?
Make an insight check. 19. You get the sense that this is someone who is very, very unfamiliar with anything involving... Like, this guy may have never seen someone get seriously hurt before, let alone killed.
Okay.
And so you think that if he is going to write something, it is not going to be very good.
Well, you definitely could take some notes about interactions on a train. You might want to do some research into maybe into other crimes, similar crimes, to get better ideas. I'm sure you could probably find some records at a library.
Records at a... You mean just going on a deep dive about things like serial killers?
Sure. Yeah.
That seems like something people would enjoy obsessively.
I'd have to ask one of my friends about that. He knows a lot of what people will be interested in the future, so I'll find out about that.
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
It's complicated. He's from a different place, but he knows things.
Mm. It's good to have
I
people
drink
like
and I
that.
know things.
Having someone with their finger on the pulse to provide you with useful sort of inspiration.
Yes, yeah. Actually, he actually set up. We're my friends and I were having a house built in Austin, well, just outside Austin. It has indoor plumbing, which is not really common around here.
Indoor plumbing. Vermont. Anyway, I will cease bothering you, and I will find someone else to just sort of pick their brain. Things like foreboding and claustrophobia. And in a way that bothers people less than it has, because I've been trying this and it has not been going so well.
Maybe, just a tip. Don't be so enthusiastic about how excited you are to write this story. Be more kind of laid back and relaxed.
But I think it will make for a compelling narrative.
Yes. But it might put some off if you're so excited about learning about murder on a train while people themselves are traveling on a train.
That is an excellent point, young man. I will take this advice into account. And we'll roll over your 19 insight. He is not going to take this into account. All right. I hope you have a comfortable ride to wherever you are headed.
Right, and I wish you best luck in your writing endeavors.
As he leaves, let's go over to
Opportunity attack.
yes.
Commoner combo.
Easiest commoner combo of my life. If everyone has dropped their characters in,
Let me drop mine in quick.
I currently see Melvin. So let's go over to Melvin. What is our friend Melvin up to?
Well, Melvin would be currently in. I guess this would be like one of the rooms in the sleeping car. With with his genie patron.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like grumbling to himself. He's been on the train for a bit here, so I feel like he's seen Walter once or twice and is angry about the fact that he's even remotely there in the first place, as well as that maybe he hasn't recognized him, which would be hard considering that Melvin's just been kind of trying to hide himself.
So speaking of people recognizing him, what does Melvin look like now that we are meeting him for the first
well, Melvin Melvin is strange. His I would say that like his overall build um belies that of like what you would assume to be an 18-ish year old male. Um but he seems to have been severely aged. And much like the picture, he almost kind of looks like the human version of the old man from
Carl
Up.
Fredrickson.
Yeah. But yeah, he just kind of like, like he groans a lot. Parts of his body like creak and groan whenever he moves around. He gets very crotchety too. Um, but yeah, and he wears like very simple, almost like farmhand style clothing. Nothing too special.
Mm-hmm. So with you, you're hanging out with your quote unquote genie, quote unquote patron. Eddie,
I don't know what the quotes are about.
would you like to describe your character?
Yes. Sitting on the bed would be a human height figure with a blue scaly skin that seems like it has like it's moist, like has water on it. Green hair kind of flowing up around as if the person was underwater. Despite it being quite a cold environment, I mean the train's probably warmer than outside, but just wearing a vest for a shirt. And then very loose pants.
And so, what are you up to?
Yeah, I'd just be sitting there, kind of getting tired of hearing the grumbling. So Melvin, why don't you go and check on the animals?
Oh, okay, if you insist, sure. And because you know what, this is a me mistake. I forgot to add an extra car at the back for cargo and animals and the like. So
There we go.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, those are the animals we have.
They're being
and we have
dragged
a
behind the train.
I can.
No, they-
I can
they-
envision. I'm envisioning a another car.
Yeah, and we have
Powers
a
imagination.
cart as well.
Yeah, so
We are
Yeah,
Melvin
so
would.
merchants.
you'll enter the cargo train. It's kind of dark. It's not super comfortable for our buddies.
He'll
Well,
There we go.
Oh,
Let's send
Uh-oh.
that to back. There we go.
he'll just kind of like reach into his pocket and pull out a sugar cube and give it to the horse. And then he'll do the same for the mule shortly after. Just give them a nice petting and just be like, "It's okay. We're only going to be on the train a little longer. It's nothing to worry about. I know it's dark and cold back here, but well, it'll be cold and not dark in the new
What
place."
what sound do mules make? They seem decently placated by food and pets.
I'll spend a little bit more time in there with them just to avoid encountering Walter for a little longer.
Okay, so you help your
there we go.
animals quietly endure the discomfort of being in the cargo car.
Yes. I also might check on the cart too, make sure that like nothing inside of it's been broken.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Oh, I got you. I can do that. I can do that.
Well, actually, the cart's probably inside of the lamp. Because that can stay in there. The animals can't.
Oh, I don't got that.
I mean, if it's too late, that's fine.
That doesn't matter. You assume that the cart is probably fine within the lamp, and that you feel it's lucky that it can be in there, so it's not just getting ransacked by any marshals who just feel the need to investigate things that are in there.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Now, who are we missing? Rufus. What is Rufus up to?
Well, you know what?
Describe Rufus for me. He's a little guy.
If there's an animal cart, Rufus is probably in there. Rufus is a wiry-looking dog, pretty dirty. And he's probably bundled up in some corner taking a nap. He looks a little skinny, hasn't eaten much. And he's found a good spot.
I want you to roll a d20 for me, and this is just going to be a luck check. That's a good roll. So this is a dog-friendly train.
Oh, that's good.
I was gonna be like, if you roll in like 7 or lower, you're stuck in the cargo car. But you have free movement. It seems like you're well behaved enough that nobody is
shit on the
keeping
rug.
you anywhere, and nobody has like severe dog allergies that they're like, get this beast away from me. So if you've been here for a long time, you can warm yourself up to some of the people who are on the train.
Okay. I'll make my round eventually once this old bastard gets out of here.
How
I'll
dare
probably
you?
send Melvin into that car quite often just to get him out of the room.
So you pay no attention to the old human who stops by. probably more often than he needs to.
I give him a low growl when he walks by.
Oh, quiet you. I've never done anything wrong to you. Keep telling you I don't have any meat either. Unless you like sugar cubes, but I don't think dogs can eat those.
I'll just side eye him.
Oh, the classic
Oh
dog
no,
side
not the
eye.
dog side eye. Oh my god.
Again, whale eye. Oh my god. What am I trying to add? You? I'm trying to add Jarvis's character, but it's not showing his token.
You might not have set the art right,
Let's see.
or set art
did
at
not.
all.
Well, doesn't the avatar count as the
Usually,
token, or
if
do you have to
nothing,
edit?
not if if he doesn't end up setting it in the token location, yeah, it should usually default to the avatar art. The only thing I can think of it not working would be because he changed his mind and like deleted the image from Roll20.
The avatar is. It appears as his avatar in the little like side menu, but when I try to add him, it is not there. Unless you guys see the avatar, I'm seeing like
I just
the
see the hooded
default
figure
roll
with
23.
the default no token art available.
Okay,
I think you mean the eyes staring out from beneath the legs.
Oh, now I
You
see
know,
that.
you
God, I don't like
fucker,
this.
you motherfucker. Well, okay. As
So I've always
punishment
seen
for as punishment for Anton not being here, he gets the default roll 20 eyes staring out through legs instead of his cute character art. Get owned.
Very good.
I need to put in focus.
What are you attempting to put in an NPC?
I'm just putting in a marshal because there would be one marshal who seems almost like a little hyper vigilant, like he's doing rounds along the car and checking into people. It seems like he just kind of
Trailing the
doesn't have
author.
anything better to do. Yeah, he's highly suspicious of this weird ass author who has no business bothering other people. So it's like, hey, keep to yourself. Jeez. But he would pass through. Very rarely would you see him seated. But it seems like he is just passing the time for now. And so, as you're spending more and more time on the train, a day goes by. It's a rather uneventful sort of ride. Is there anything that people would want to do throughout one day or during the night?
One day I might go and spend time with the dog that's in the carriage in the back. Maybe see if he wants to go on a walk around the train.
Hell yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'll take this dog of an unknown name up and down the train. Make sure that he gets his exercise. Give him a little bit of extra
Yo,
treats.
taking a dog for a walk.
Very cute. Very, very cute. Okay, so Walter and Rufus, you just kind of go. You take the route from the back of the train to the front of the train, and as you do, you, like, especially in the dining car, you'll
I might buy him a meal.
pass. Yeah, you can buy them a meal. You pass by all the people who are just kind of like eating dinner, and they'll people be like, "Oh, look at the dog. Hello." and they'll give you.
Is that your dog?
Pass on the
No,
header.
it's not.
Is it what? Oh, okay. There's a. How did a stray dog pay for a ticket?
I don't. Actually, hold on. Hold the fuck on. I can talk to him. I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Before you do, you feel in your head, there is no need, my friend.
What?
Your arcane spells are not needed here.
Okay.
Walter, my boy, you have grown much in the years since I've seen you.
Wait, do I know you?
Oh, yes, we've crossed paths. It was many moons ago when you left some restaurant and gave me your leftovers. And I swore on that day that I would protect you with my life.
I think back. I I don't remember in character if that's ever happened.
There's definitely nothing.
It certainly has not happened during our campaign. But
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't.
Okay.
I'm
It
not
was when
going to
you were,
make you
like, a
roll. Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for this. Would you remember?
He's probably done it to a few dogs that he's seen, but I don't think he'd remember this
Damn, he
specific
just said
one.
you weren't special.
I've sworn my life to you.
Yeah. So it makes you think back to a few of these encounters where you've seen a maybe like hungry-looking stray dog and given them food, and now it makes you wonder how many dogs on that day have
My
decided
dog legion.
that they would, if there's going to be a time when a pack of dogs will rush to your aid because of your good deeds.
Oh, okay.
Just be worried about the ones that saw you give out food but didn't get any.
Ooh, yeah.
This is Canada.
The ultimate war between the one sworn to Walter and the one sworn to kill him.
They spoke ill of you, and I murdered them for it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well, you're welcome for the food, and, but,
It was 10 years ago.
oh, it's 10 years ago. Okay. I was 8.
How old is this dog?
I was an 8-year-old child.
Old dog.
This is
I'm
old
12
dog.
years old.
This is an old ass dog.
Well, what's your name?
I go by many names. I was once called Daisy, and Rover, but the one I prefer was Rufus.
Well, Rufus. Just out of curiosity, how can you talk to my mind?
I do not know, but that day when I swore, something changed within me. It gave me the power to protect you.
Well,
You remember those dead pigeons and also that injured mailman outside your house? That was me.
oh.
So much blood.
Oh.
There was a bald kobold caravan employee.
I think that kobold lost his leg to an infection.
Oh, yes. Good times.
Well,
I will punish the wicked.
thank you, Rufus, for defending me. I'm headed back to Pittsfield. I don't know how you managed to find me on this train.
I can smell you.
Very fair. You're welcome to come along. I'm heading home for Christmas. I'm sure my family will welcome a sentient dog for Christmas.
You mustn't tell them of my powers.
Oh.
I won't be able to protect you.
Oh, yes. I gotta keep it on the down low. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's an old man on this train I will kill.
I thought I spotted an old man just kind of lurking in the shadows. Never really got a good look at him.
Elvin sneezes somewhere.
But I don't know what the pet policy is. I think he has to stay in the animal car. But like, if I could, I would have him stay in my little cabin with me.
Yeah, the people seem to like Rufus, and so nobody's going to be a hard ass about where Rufus can stay.
And if anyone asks if he's my dog, I will say he is his own person, but he travels with me.
Okay, if you say so.
Another hippie.
Oh, you must be one of
Mr.
those
Ford!
speak with animals people. I want to give animals rights and stuff. No, I'm not a druid.
Yes, Melvin.
I thought I saw that one Walter I told you about taking that dog from the animal car and just traipsing him about the train. I
And
think
did
I should
you
report
confront him?
No. I think I should.
I mean, you are coming back here to prove yourself, are you not?
Ah. I kept telling myself I was going to eventually have to work up the courage. I guess I'll do it. I gotta do it. I'll be right back. and, and Melvin, as fast as an old man can, takes off towards Walter.
I'll follow. I'll at a distance.
At this point, Walter is showing Rufus the designs for Bruce's knife and explaining how it will work.
Ah. You have become a master craftsman, it seems.
Well, not quite. Working on it, though. Does like a double take up from Rufus to the old man glaring through the window.
Yeah, you just see him like standing there, all short and menacing, just kind of slightly shaking as old people do, unsure if he's angry or just like having a hard time standing. And he's kind of like breathing heavily because he just ran over there. So there's like a bunch of fog starting to like appear on the glass door. And then he finally reaches for the handle and opens it.
Do I recognize him?
Great question.
I mean,
yeah, that's up to Dylan.
because like you're with him. Well, you weren't with him per se. I mean, the way how I always kind of pictured it. Well, always the way I pictured it since we said about the whole ghost thing was like the ghost showed up and then like it aged him and you got really scared and that's why you're afraid of them, so you
And
probably ran away.
It ran away and didn't see the end result.
Yeah, so you might have thought that he was dead
Yeah.
because he didn't really talk to you much after that. So there might have just been an old man in town that occasionally gave you shit that you didn't know was your childhood frenemy.
It's weird that Melvin's grandpa moved to town, living at his house, and Melvin disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Melvin
Yeah.
died, and I guess his.
Yeah, so you would probably need at least a reminder that this is indeed.
Yeah, I have no idea this is Melvin.
So Melvin would like fling the door open. And he just goes, "Yo, you shit! Dog has to stay in the animal cart. You can't just take him wherever you want to. Also, screw you, you cheater!"
What?
And then he turns around and walks away, but slowly, like shuffling.
As he's walking away, he hears in his head, I have looked into the depths of your soul, and I have come back unsatisfied.
Holy
damn
shit, what the fuck?
I damn you.
That's a hard line.
You-
That's hard. That is hard.
It's fucking hard from a dog, holy shit.
I judge thee insufficient.
Then
You
if
were
you turn
found
around,
wanting.
he's like licking his balls or something.
Yeah, fucking Melvin would like turn around to try and see where that came from, sees you licking his balls, turns back towards Eddie, and he just goes, I don't know what happened, but I think a ghost spoke in my head, Mr. Ford.
You must have. How do you keep running into ghosts?
I don't know. I've had shit luck ever since the first one. I knew I never should have listened to that damn Walter Smith and went into a graveyard at night.
Wait, what?
He said it would be a shortcut.
Oh, hold on.
Excuse me, why are you keeping ghosts in your car?
No ghosts here. I'm terrified of ghosts. And two, how do you know about that?
You left me for dead, you asshole.
Melvin?
And he just kind of like stands there and like he tries to strike almost like a triumphant pose with the fact that you remember who he is, but his face still has that sour puss on it.
Smelvin? Melvin?
You fucking call me that, I'll hit you.
I find the name quite suitable.
Well,
Please don't tell me that was in my head again.
It was.
Oh my god. Ah, the ghost is back.
well, I don't hear a ghost or sense a ghost.
Insight check.
That's technically the truth. I guess, yeah, I'm telling the truth about the ghost, but I'm definitely hiding something.
I don't know what's going on here. Or at least, no, I know exactly what's going on here. You found me on this train and brought the ghost along from back then to finish the job, haven't you?
Walter just kind of stands there in his car, like, jaw dropped, just like at the absurdity of that. It's like, Melvin, I thought you were dead. Why would I want to finish the job? And I mean, I don't like you, but I didn't think you deserved death.
I don't like you either.
We're all the villain of someone else's story.
Yeah, but Walter?
It ain't right.
Kidding, right?
I mean, what's crazy is the fact that you managed to recognize me.
I could never forget that face. It doesn't matter that it has a little bit of stubble on it and it's maybe on a shorter body, but I've also gotten shorter with aging, so we're probably exactly the same height now.
Yeah, because I'm 4'4" now. I was 5' something.
Yeah, he's an angry old man. He's an angry little old man. A damn ghost stunted my growth.
Melvin, and whoever your friend is, there's no ghost here. Just me and my friend, my four-legged friend here.
And what else?
And what?
And what else?
Just, I mean, there was a little robot spider that I threw out a while back, but that was like a week ago.
Ah,
Was that the cue?
Speaking of the robot spider.
I swear to God, that was the cue. His ears were burning.
No, I fell asleep.
I knew it. I knew it. I should have called it.
I do
Anyway,
apologize.
it's okay. Welcome. Let's catch you up. So we introduced all of the characters, and now this is like one day into the train ride toward Pittsfield, Maine.
Okay.
You are free to drop your character wherever you think that they would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one Luke tried was broken.
The one I tried was broken. So if your image is not working, then go change that. But otherwise, yeah, it's fine.
Just give me a moment. I'm literally turning up my computer on right now.
Okay. In that case, Melvin and Eddie and Walter, you make.
Yeah, Mr. Ford asked you a question. Who else?
Just, there was that robot spider of my friends I threw off the train when he woke me up in the middle of the night. But again, that was weeks ago. Walter will look around the cab, see if there's anyone hiding.
Make a perception check. Well, you are pretty sure that this is a enclosed train car, and you have a hard time seeing like through to any of the adjacent rooms, but it seems silly that someone would ask who else is in here when they are able to clearly look in and see that it is just you and Rufus.
To my knowledge, I don't even think there's a fly in here. It's just me and Rufus.
And the dog is a ghost.
Rufus cocks his head.
The dog is a dog.
No, he's a ghost dog.
Doesn't look like a ghost to me, Melvin.
But how else do you explain me hearing voices in my head? That's gotta be the work of a ghost.
Well, you have gotten quite old.
He like does like 1,000-yard stare. Oh shit.
Haven't seen any evidence of you hearing voices before, but I've heard nothing.
I don't know what to think anymore. I'm just gonna go curl up and die.
I mean, you got a few years left, Melvin. Surely you don't have to die yet.
A few? I'm only 18.
Yeah, chronologically, but biologically, you're 80?
I don't know.
I mean, you could always start working towards fixing that issue as well.
Okay, well, Melvin, I kind of feel a little bit bad about having this happen to you. It's partially my fault, as I did suggest that shortcut, though I don't know why you were following me. When I get back to Austin, I'm going to check in with Professor Silverspell, the headmaster at the College of mysticism there and see if he knows anything about potentially reversing ghost-caused aging.
Empty platitudes. You want to help me get not old anymore and become my youthful old self? Young? God, I'm so confused. De-ageify me, and you should help me
I,
fulfill my
I
contract to
can't do
Mr.
that.
Ford so that he can grant me a
The most I
wish.
can do is make it sprinkle snow in the cab for a little bit.
Not magically, you idiot! Although that's not even remotely impressive. I can do so much more.
Sure, but that's the only way I can think of that would be possible to do that. Well, there's the doc. He might have a potion for that too.
No, you have to help me fulfill my contract to Mr. Ford, and then he can wish me back. I can wish me back to young again.
I have not agreed to any contract.
No, I agreed to the contract. You help me fulfill my contract.
What are the terms to this contract?
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. Mr. Ford, do you have the contract?
It's in a safe place. Don't worry.
Okay. Mainly, I've just been doing what he asks me to until he grants me a wish. He's a very powerful genie, though.
I want to insight him to see if he is a genie. Because kind of looks like a genasi to me.
I would also
Or-
like to cite him.
I mean, I will say that most Marids do not have the fish head.
Oh, you have a fish head. Okay.
No, I do not. I'm
Oh,
saying most Marids don't. Most Marids don't have the fish. I mean, what am I even rolling? Because I haven't done anything to say. Are you in? The only one that said I'm a genie is Melvin. I don't know what I'm rolling against this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and then Melvin really believes it, so I feel like it would just be persuasion.
It could be persuasion from Melvin, in which Eddie does not even need to involve himself.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, I'll roll.
Yeah. I guess this will tell me.
I can roll something if I need to, but
I
Are you
can't
worried about
GM, but pretend like I did.
Dear Lord, Melvin's persuasive.
He's a fucking warlock, man.
the most persuasive man in Pittsfield.
Okay, so he kind of looks like a water version of my friend Bruce. Are you sure? You're positive he's a genie? Okay.
100%.
I see the confusion here, young dwarf.
A human, technically, but yes, I am a dwarf.
Back in tell me, what do you know of Toril?
I know that people are from it, and it was a different place.
Well, you see, back in Toril, I had been bound by wizards in the Clock Tower Guild. When the reckoning, I believe they call it here, happened, I was ripped from there, though forced into a smaller body that looks much like a Ganassi.
Okay. I'm gonna insight check that. Oh, yeah, I believe you.
100%. 100%.
I will roll against that.
The net one off.
Yo.
Yeah, I think you might have succeeded on your deception. You're good.
Oh. Well,
And plus, you've heard of people being changed while
Yeah.
reckoning as well.
yeah,
Mhm.
Aaron, for example. Oh, my friend Aaron, he kind of had something, not exactly the same, but he was a human and then he became a changeling when he came over. So I suppose that's possible, but that's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe, although you were bound by mages, you probably don't want to deal with them. But the only suggestion I have is checking in with the College of Mysticism to see if they have any solution to reversing your change. Or perhaps freeing you from that binding?
Perhaps. For the time being, though, this has been a welcome distraction. Being able to, walk around without causing as much of a scene.
Sorry, I'm currently having some trouble with my computer.
Living forever can get quite boring after a while, you know.
I can imagine. I mean, just not too long ago, my lifespan got a significant increase. So,
Very insensitive for us to be saying this in front of Melvin.
And all it took was dying.
I don't know how I'm gonna deal with outliving all the all my entire family to such a degree, but that's a bridge I'm gonna have to cross.
It's the curse of immortality. Also, one of the things that I got told I'm not allowed to wish for. Can't wish for true love, bringing someone back from the dead, immortality, all of the money in the world, and I forget what the fifth one was. But those
Doubling
are
the
my
mass
big
of a
rules.
proton.
More
No,
wishes.
bringing someone back from the dead could be wished. But you might just have to work a little longer for that one.
There are
Oh,
tiers of wishes now.
well, I
Jeez.
don't have anyone that I want to bring back from the dead.
Yourself, eventually. Oh, I'm sorry.
I can do that.
I owe you one. Bring me back from the dead. Perhaps.
Well,
So, Walter, was it?
yes.
Are you sure you know nothing about the voices? It does seem you are holding something back. And I'll make my eyes glow a bright emerald green.
I mean, whether I know something about it is of no consequence. It's not a immediate threat to anyone.
Rufus starts growling a little bit.
It might be an immediate
Feeling
threat
that's
to someone.
Telling you that dog is evil.
He's just protective.
Well, then he should know that I'm not going to hurt you.
I don't think you could.
I mean, I did threaten to bonk you earlier, but that's because I thought you were trying to kill me. Everything should be okay now, right, doggy? And then he slowly puts his hand towards you, like for
I
you to
wouldn't
smell it.
do that.
He turns the other way.
Ooh, snubbed by a dog.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. Be like that. I was like the only one that talked to you for weeks.
Well, if you've been as grumpy as you have been in this past conversation, I can imagine why he might be annoyed by you a bit. But, Melvin, you don't have to be so angry all the time. Like, yeah, you got aged, which is unfortunate, but there are ways around it, and
I'm 97. Being grumpy's part of the territory.
I greatly underestimated your age. 97.
Wait, how old did you say?
Huh? What?
I thought he was 80.
97. Yeah, I thought it was I thought he was in the 70s.
No, he is in the 70s.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
where are you heading, Melvin?
Back home?
Ah, as am I. I'm heading home for Christmas.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Yes.
Yeah, not a kind of an unexpected one, as it's nearing that time of year and people are known to go home for Christmas.
They are?
Those who follow the Catholicism faith, they tend to celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is usually spent with family. So mostly humans who believe in that faith will follow that. Others will probably celebrate the solstice, which is a few days before.
I thought I told you about Christmas, Mr. Ford. Presents, the tree, Santa.
Oh yes, the red fat man.
Yeah.
Did Santa have that appearance yet? I thought he didn't get that appearance until Coca-Cola came
No.
around.
No, he didn't. He
Probably
didn't.
not.
Yeah, that was in the 20s.
I mean, I've heard to him refer to that by my friend, but I don't know Santa to look like that. I wonder if the
No,
reckoning...
18 Here's one from 1868 with him fat and in a red suit.
Okay.
No, a visit from St. Nicholas, the bowl full of jelly, that line, like that's from early 1800s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I've been wondering is if the reckoning made him real again.
What are you talking about? Santa always was real.
He might have been. Not 100% sure. But now he could actually 100% be real. Same with the Greek gods, the Norse gods, the native spirits, stuff that seemed to have been real in the past and then faded away and then came back.
Maybe.
But Melvin, if you also, what was your friend's name, Mister
Call me Eddie. Eddie Ford.
Eddie Ford? Mister Ford. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to working on the design for my friend's wedding present.
You know, I've heard so much about your craft. Could I take a look at what you have?
I don't see why not. Show him the drawing.
Okay.
It's mostly just a drawing of a fancy dagger with like writing about how to make the mixture of metals on the side and how long to forge it and stuff. And how long each step should be.
Planning to go quite ornate with it, I see.
Well, it is his wedding gift. He is marrying a merchant prince. This is his daughter. So I guess that would make him a prince.
Can I help you? We're having a conversation here.
Ah! Sorry, I was the ornate handle of the dagger and the blade immaculately made, buried behind the shoulder blade of the murder victim. How's that?
Quite.
That sounded very descriptive, though maybe, like I suggested earlier, don't just kind of barge into conversations describing a murder. Because that might
yes.
make some people unsettled.
Unsettling, yes. It is a murder, after all.
Did this guy just murder someone?
As he says that about it is a murder after all, I want to wave my hand and make the 3 lanterns around him start flickering.
Oh, okay, Melvin, you might be right. There is a ghost.
I knew it!
A what?
A ghost! I told you!
Ghost?
How's your dog at sniffing out ghosts?
I don't know, Rufus?
Rufus looks the old man dead in his eyes and says, "You have bigger things to fear than a ghost."
Oh my god, it's speaking to me again!
Oh, I don't like ghosts. Not the sort of stories I'm interested in.
Well, it seems like we're in a horror story now!
Can I
Oh.
go up to this
I
guy?
feel like
yeah.
ghost stories.
Can I
Oh
give him,
dear.
can I give him an insight sniff?
Who are you sniffing?
An insight sniff.
On my
book guy.
innocent little guy?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, dogs can tell a
Make
lot
it-
about how people smell.
Give me an insight sniff. That's a pretty good sniff. You're getting a significant amount of cortisol from this man who seems genuinely scared by this magic display that there might in fact be a ghost. You do not smell things like blood or viscera indicative of him having maybe murdered someone. So it does not seem that he has done that.
I thought you meant like he didn't have any blood inside him.
Oh, he just
Oh,
soiled
no.
himself.
Okay. All right. This one is clear, Lord Smith.
You
What?
don't have to call me that.
Oh,
Master Smith.
hello, doggy. Can you find ghosts? Does the dogs do that? They bark at ghosts.
I
Go
imagine...
and find the ghost.
I'll go walk around.
Good.
I mean,
Ralter.
boy.
If Rufus doesn't think there's a ghost there, then there's probably not a ghost, or the ghost has moved on. But I guess we'll wait and see.
How do you know
Don't
he
say that.
doesn't
Don't say that.
Hey, look, I'm terrified of ghosts. I haven't fought one in a dream like I did a vampire and came over that fear yet.
Okay, we don't need to unpack that, but that is very interesting. I am not all of the things that would make a train murder mystery very interesting make a train ghost situation extremely traumatic and horrible. So I would really hope the ghost is not, in fact, real and here with us.
The lamps stop flickering and glow blue instead of fire colored.
Oh no.
I haven't made an actual sheet for this person, but I'm gonna say he has a +0 to Constitution.
The only component for this cantrip is somatic. There's
Okay,
no
he does-
purple or anything.
Okay, he does not pass out, but he does like you see him like lean against the wall. What is happening?
You hear Rufus barking at the door.
Ah!
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, pardon me. What is it, Rufus?
Master Smith, I cannot open the door.
This
Damn
door?
these paws.
You know, Pasanki skipped Ghost. He went right after that dog.
I mean, that's someone else's carriage.
Get me away from the ghost.
Do you smell something in there, Rufus?
No, I meant the door to the next train.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here, come on, to the dining car we go.
Okay, if the ghost is that way, I am going to stay right here.
As soon as the murder writer walks away from those three lanterns, they stop doing what they were doing.
Is it me? Am I possessed? No. If I were possessed, then I would not be writing this interesting narrative about something unrelated to ghosts. Or whatever a ghost would want to write about.
I mean, but you're writing about murder, yes? Isn't that what causes most ghosts?
But that begs the question, is the mission of a ghost to create more ghosts? Because that would defeat the purpose of a ghost wanting to possess someone, because then there would be less people to possess.
Well, I guess it depends on how big of an army that ghost needs.
I had no idea ghosts did that.
Ghost armies.
I'm going to stick with the regular murdering of other people by people and not ghosts.
But not actually doing any murder, correct?
What? No! I write fiction. I don't seek to make non-fiction out of things like
I mean, it
murder.
would sell better.
A ghost really would make the perfect murderer. They'd get away with it, and they'd never have to go to jail because they're already suffering eternally.
An extremely interesting concept. I
A
will make
better
note of this.
punishment than being forced to walk this earth with no rest for time immemorial.
Are you still on about me not sleeping?
But how the fuck you doing?
You do have quite a knack for a way with words and prose. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dennis Phyllis Ennis.
Dennis Finnis Ennis.
Phyllis. Dennis Phyllis Ennis.
Dennis Phyllis Enos.
Ennis.
I
Ennis.
forgot to shake his hand.
Yes.
But my hand is very is clammy the right word?
Clammy is I think the right word.
Yeah.
It's damp.
Yeah, it's not like cold or any yeah, it's damp.
He has a horrible handshake. It is not
It's moist.
firm or anything. Well met. I am an aspiring writer. I want to write my debut novel about a train murder mystery, and I don't have anywhere in particular to go. I am just on a train for research purposes.
Have you just been riding trains to get a good idea of what to write in your book?
Sounds quite expensive.
Well, sure, but it's part of it's other people spend money on their hobbies, and I am riding on a train to experience the sorts of feelings that one might be in if they were on a train.
Oh, like the claustrophobia of being trapped inside of one of the
Exactly,
sleeping
yes.
cars.
Yes, and the apprehension and the foreboding and all of that. It's something to immerse yourself in it instead of just assuming that you would know how people feel when they're on a train. Like, oh, this totally isn't the first time that I've ever ridden one.
This is your first time riding a train? So, by the way, my name is Melvin Wright. I don't think I said that earlier. I forget things sometimes. Comes with the
It is
territory of old age.
it is nice to meet you, Melvin. And yes, I've never been on a train. I don't really get around normally.
It's good to get out and see the world, I guess. Even if it is from a train.
I agree with you, and that's why I think that it has actually been a fruitful thing to spend money on.
Probably meet all kinds of interesting people as well.
Yes, a lot of people don't seem to like me.
Well, you probably shouldn't just wander up to people and start narrating murders.
I
That
have
shouldn't be
gotten
the
this
way you
advice
open.
before, but I am trying to write a story, and so I think it would still be most productive, even if it means that I push some people away. I have a project, and I'm committed to it.
Frankly, I think you should just keep doing what you've been doing. You're a unique person, and don't change who you are for other people's sake.
This is extremely insightful of you. You are a very wise person, and I will take your advice to heart.
It comes with the territory of old age. I am 87 after all.
I believe you.
Oh no, what happened to Bean? Bean?
Bean? Uh-oh. Bean, speak to us.
Bean!
Oh, no. Oh,
He's
shit.
typing.
Oh, sticker.
Lost connection to Discord and can't get back in.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Oh, he's testing to see if it works over in his server. He joined in his
Mm.
server.
Once I am satisfied with my ghost search in this cabin, we can return to the other.
All right, Rufus. I'll just kind of let you take the lead on this.
I'll take a quick sniff around.
Make a perception check.
Ooh.
Or whatever other check you would want to make to seek out ghosts. 15 perception. You are a little distracted by some of the people in the dining car who are misinterpreting what your actual mission is. And they're like, oh, is the doggy looking for food? Oh, here it is. I have some bacon. But you
Perhaps a diversion would not be wrong here. I will accept your bacon.
and you remain on task as you sniff through the dining car looking for ghosts. And you're confident that there are no ghosts on this train.
Master
Or
Smith,
if there were,
we
it may
may
have
return.
escaped.
All right.
We,
So no ghost. Okay. I'll open the door for Rufus and let him back into the other car. Well, Rufus has not found a ghost, so if there was one, it's moved on. But if you excuse me, I'd like to get back to design my dagger. for my friend.
Hey. Such a rude prank. But now I
I
can
do.
sleep knowing that there are no ghosts.
Guys,
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. I'm currently signed out of it, and it keeps pressing the key 8, and I can't do anything else.
Unplug the keyboard and plug it back in.
It's a laptop.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck happened while I was unconscious.
In the meantime, would you be able to do a mobile Roll20 situation?
I can, it's just I can't place anything or do anything else.
I could
I
move you
can,
around if that works.
yeah.
Bean is
I-
streaming, so you can look at the board through that.
I do have it up.
And also, Bean, Bean is streaming. He rejoined and started the stream back up.
Oh fuck, that's right. Bean fucking died. Here, I got this.
Bean, oh god, oh fuck, Bean is literally dead.
I thought it was weird that for a while his stream was paused when he was talking, but I guess it was just kind of like an inevitable crash.
Hmm.
It is 9:31. Nick, wake up! Wake up! No, do not go back to bed. Hello?
I made
Alright, Bean. Bean has returned.
Bean returned.
apologies. Not sure why that happened.
I don't know. Discord has hated you lately.
Yeah. I managed to get it to not lose my mic for the last 3 days though. So
Then for the purpose of this, can someone just put me down? Or
Yep, you're here.
Yeah. I have put
I
you
am.
down in one of the sleeping cars, but your token thing is not working.
Yeah, the picture's not there.
There's a picture there though.
I know, I don't know why. It's
Oh,
like your
no,
avatar
yeah.
is fine, but it was not. Yeah, we were going over this. It is not. Yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, you are there.
Alright.
And you can just tell me to move you around wherever.
If you want, you could start moving me if there's any like weird things that in my cart.
Besides the very vigilant marshal who's just kind of been walking around and seeing if anything is amiss, you would not have noticed anything. Because whatever conversation was in the adjacent car probably did not carry over all the way to where you were.
Then the purposes of me being involved with everyone else, can my character just basically just do a stretch and walk?
Sure.
Part?
And while this is happening, would you like to describe your character, especially because we don't have the Roll20 avatar working?
Well, when he does arrive and people do get to see him, he's who's familiar with the Bruce Lee's like white shirt, like his classic white shirt. I don't mean his wife beater. I mean like that Shaolin monk type esque loose fitting shirt.
To a small degree.
Well, this one's blue. And along with that, he does have like a scarf that wraps around his neck. And he has this pale bluish skin that that is accompanied by two sets of eyes, actually. has one set is distinguishedly like Asian Chinese. The other and the set above it is more round eye. Following that is a nice bit of black hair caught into a ponytail with a set of horns of orange color that kind of go into like a almost like a pincer like a crab's on top of his head.
So, because I have at the beginning of this session asked what they have been up to and like how long they have been on the train. So, Shufu, how long would you have been on the train, and what would you have generally been up to while you were here?
I have if I'm correct, we're coming back to the hometown of our main dude.
Of our
Just
main
for,
dude, yeah, our main dude from Maine, the dude from Maine,
Yeah.
We're going
We're
to
going back-
Pittsfield.
Pittsfield, Maine.
yeah. Okay. I would have been basically just going out, getting like a supply run, basically getting some uh, medical herbs and whatnot for my grandfather. And I'm now arriving back and just been mostly meditating and doing forms.
Wonderful. So would you like me to move you to the car to the left?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And people of Pittsfield, Maine, who are natives would recognize my existence, but maybe be very wary of me if they have never encountered me directly.
Hello, excuse me.
Hello? Is there something wrong?
No, everything is fine. I was just going to bed. Good night.
All right. Hello. As he just looks to the group before him.
I lost connection. So what earlier? What did we just decide there was no ghost?
No
was
ghost.
the verdict?
Yes,
It's
there
moved
was.
on.
There, in fact,
Okay.
if there was a ghost, the ghost has since moved on. Yes,
Okay.
and now our Dennis is at ease and has retired for the night.
Greetings, and Melvin, I suppose we should retire as well.
Yeah, it's getting to be that time of the night. I gotta take my big pill and drink a cup of water and go to bed.
Oh, I didn't think you took the one with the water for the last couple weeks. Thought you've been using the other one.
Have I not been taking my pills? Oh god, this is bad. I'm gonna die.
No. You switched to the suppository.
Oh,
Have I
okay.
taken my suppository orally for the past 2 weeks?
I've been taking my suppository orally for the past 2 weeks. I can't believe it.
Do you
Uh,
medical assistance?
do you know how to soothe aching joints, creaking bones, and the general decay of old age?
A bit, actually.
Melvin Wright, pleasure to meet you. So, are you selling snake oil or is this the real deal?
More holistic.
I'll let Melvin get in front of me.
My name
I
is
think I've ever heard of that before.
my name is Zufu.
Souffle?
Zufu.
Soupful.
You can just call me Zoo if you want.
All right, Soup, pleasure to meet you.
Right. If you want, we can do a bit of acupuncture. Oh, no, we're not trained. Acupuncture would be bad.
What is an acupuncture?
That's where I shove a bunch of needles in your pressure points on your back.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, of course, it would be dangerous in a car, not a train car, but usually speaking, when we're in a safe and stable space, it is actually quite useful to relaxing the joints in the body.
Ah. You got anything that isn't as dangerous for train rides?
Well, let me see as he gets a bit close. As I will actually check our feature line. Are you currently missing any hit points?
Not that I'm aware of.
It is now that you find out we're at 1 hit point.
Oh my god, the ghost was
Ah.
slowly stealing my health all along. I'm
We've all been at one
dying!
hit point this whole ride.
Can I make a medicine check on him?
Sure.
Sure, thank you.
What are you trying to figure out besides what he has told you?
If there's anything I can actually do to help him right now, like whether I can just do like a couple like pressure point pushing, or if I can just give him a couple, like essentially a basic massage just to help him out.
Yeah, make me a medicine check.
18.
With an 18, I think you would probably be able to provide some relief that is temporary, um, and would be able to provide him comfort for a while. And it would probably be pretty easy to do, but not like I can cure your joint pain, because that is more of like a, things like cartilage erosion that would, um,
Right. So I can only help with much. But that being said, I can help with anything that currently ails you. The short term.
I'll take whatever you got.
I sit here, I sit him down in a chair, and essentially, with like a weird swiftness and deftness, do like several strikes to his back that he barely feels.
Where are you? Whoa.
And you should be good.
Yeah. Strangely limber.
you feel a little lighter. You move around your arms and bend your knees, and you realize it's not quite as creaky as it was only minutes before.
Oh my
Weirdly.
god. I feel like I've shaved 10 years off.
In a good way?
Yeah, like now I'm only 76 instead of 86.
All right.
Thank
So
you,
this would be your
Soup.
first time being 76, then, yes?
Hi. Well, I guess so. If it went back in reverse, yeah, that sounds about right.
Right. Well, I'm glad to have helped. And why do you also look familiar now that I look at you?
Me?
Yeah, you too as well. As he looks over to Beck's character.
Beck is in a room.
I'm in a room
He is.
doing a drawing.
Mine. That he was in the cart opened up.
Oh, this is like a kind of a, each of these has doors.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
the
the
gray
Harry
is
Potter,
doors.
the train.
Gotcha. Welcome to the trolley. Yeah. All right. Where are you heading to Pittsfield?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Heading back home for Christmas.
um, you don't recognize me at all.
I I don't recognize you. No, he like leans in. And his eyes look kind of bigger behind the glasses. Slowly looks you up and down. Wait, wait. Nope, I lost it. Sorry.
It may come back to you.
I'm old, so probably or never again.
How old are you?
Oh, 92.
How are you alive?
No, but I feel like I'm 82 after that massage you gave me.
Yeah. Uh, practice any holistics as well, as long with life extending to your body.
I can extend my own life with holy sticks?
Yes,
Those like
my God.
cigarettes, but from a priest?
No, no, never smoke. Never smoke.
Okay, well, I never
Well,
picked up
I
the
wouldn't
habit
say
anyway.
never.
And who are you? As he just looks over to you.
Eddie Ford, merchant extraordinaire, at your service.
Hmm. What's the vibe I'm reading off of you? Apparently, a weird. 10.
What is it? Yeah, what does a 10 insight tell Shufu about Eddie Ford?
Seems like he's a merchant. You're not so sure about the extraordinaire part, but Pittsfield's a small town, so probably don't get the big merchants there super often.
Right. Uh, um, it's currently night, right?
Yeah, it's like not late night, but people are starting to head back to their sleeping.
I'm
Melvin should have been in bed like an hour ago.
all right. Well, I'm gonna continue on with my stroll. I'm in the car next over. If you need any more assistance, old man, just let me know.
Okay, Soup, thank you. All right, Mr. Ford, I'll see you back in the sleeping car, right? I gotta head to bed.
Oh no, our sleeping car's been hijacked.
Oh, right, you had one. I should move these guys over somewhere else. We have too many NPCs and not enough sleeping cars. We'll just put it back in the dining car.
I feel like we weren't
Yeah,
supposed to steal one of the sleeping cars when you said put us anywhere. No,
Fuck it.
I mean, we might have
It's
just been
fine.
hanging out in there.
the whole
Yeah, at some
Melvin.
point, your Melvin is heading back, and it looks like you're about to collapse at any step. So the marshal will be like, "Oh, hey, careful there, old timer. Let me here, put your arm around my shoulder."
Oh, thank you, young man. That's so kind of you.
Oh, well, of course.
Proceeds to stab him vigorously.
He's vigorously stabbing. Yes.
The murder mystery. He finally got what he wanted. You know, I wanted to be a marshal when I was younger.
Yeah.
Live a life of excitement. Take down the bad guys. Bring justice to the frontier. But I'm a
Yeah.
shit shot.
No, don't say that. And besides, the life of a marshal is only occasionally that exciting. You know, every now and then you get posted up on a train where nothing really happens, and you know, find a way to spend the time, but really the most sort of service I've been doing has been helping you get to bed.
Well, I greatly appreciate it, and I'm sorry for any inconvenience. Hopefully something interesting happens before the ride's out, so that you have some stories to tell your friends when you get home.
Okay. Here, I'll open the door for you. Sheesh.
Oh, Marshall, is everything all
Sorry.
right?
Sorry about that. This, I reckon he should have been in bed maybe an hour ago. Where should I drop him? Just on the bed?
Yes, he can have the bed
All
tonight.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Tonight,
And
I
it's
make
like-
him sleep on the floor other nights.
The funny thing about that is that I don't sleep.
Yes, he just sits on the bed while you sleep on the floor.
Marshall, I've noticed you've been wandering the halls quite a lot. Is everything all right? Anything to worry about?
No, everything is all right, and I can say that with confidence now that I've been doing my rounds every now and then.
Were you not so sure before?
Well, you never know until you see yourself, but I wasn't assigned to, check all this train for any particular reason. So I'm hoping things remain boring.
That's good. Sorry for badgering you, but
No, don't worry about it. Rest easy.
you as well.
And as the night comes to you all on the train, unless anyone would like to do anything in particular tonight, we will get our long rest in. Presumably without people having to reset anything. But
What
I just-
proficiencies does Rufus have so I can sidekick him?
Oh yeah, Melvin needs to side.
Insight, intimidation, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth.
What about armor and weapon?
None and none.
Ooh.
Dog.
Okay.
If you give me a stick, I will be happy.
I think I got an extra stick. Yeah, I got a wooden stake.
Yes. Yes.
Dylan, did Melvin already sidekick me? Because he
Oh,
has been
no,
with
I
me
don't
for
think
quite a
I
while.
did. Yeah, I should have. I think I forgot to do that.
Oh, and what saving throws do you have?
I have, let's see. I have Constitution and Charisma.
I'll take the charisma.
Is it one equipment, one?
Well, looks like I'm not
I
going to be
think-
wearing my breastplate this this one
Nope.
shot.
I apologize, Master Smith.
No, it's quite alright.
I will spend my golden years training in that armor so that I may assist you better.
Oh, you shouldn't feel like you have to do that.
So Dylan, the only equipment I have that you don't would be navigator's tools.
Sure, why not?
Because I mean, the only other things I have is light armor and was it simple weapons from Warlock, and you have those as well.
Yeah, and I think I have the same saves as you too, right?
Wisdom and charisma. No, because you started as commoner, so you would get charisma.
Or wisdom, because he'd just have
Oh, he
constitution.
Oh, you already took wisdom from me. Okay.
Oh no! I didn't take that from you. I have
Resilient.
that from Brazilian.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
so yeah,
then
so you
charisma.
get charisma.
Okay.
And then for skills, looking over here. You could take deception, investigation, or performance.
Probably investigation.
Okay. The whole night I'd just be standing out on like the back of the caboose car. Just standing out in the cold.
All right.
Because where is it?
Very nice. You would notice the animals are resting, and things seem otherwise uneventful.
Okay.
And before we go to the next day, let's take a quick tenor, because it's about that time.
Alrighty.
All right, everyone. Now that we are 2 hours into this session, this is where I reveal that during this 1 to 3 shot, nothing is actually going to happen.
Like gasp.
Are we clear?
You know, I'd actually be okay with that.
I cast
All right.
Fireball.
There we go.
We all just talk to
Someone's
each other on
gotta-
the train.
Yeah, isn't that great? Okay,
It's
so
like a Friends episode that just takes place in Central Park the entire time.
Fucking bottle
yes,
episode.
yes.
Yeah, no, this is the bottle episode of Wee Wee.
It's about damn time. All right, so you can finish your long rests, and morning will come to you all on the train. At this point, most people, if they don't have food themselves for whatever reason, would be heading over to the dining car to get some brekkie.
I'll get some breakfast for me and Rufus.
While Walter was sleeping, I'd like to cast a spell.
Please. What are you casting?
I GM'd it.
All right. Is this something that is observable in any way?
Yeah, I guess he could wake up to it if he was. It's verbal and somatic, so.
I mean, Walter has slept through Ed snoring, so I think he can sleep through anything.
Some growling.
Well, yeah, what is
barking.
the verbal and somatic component of a dog casting a spell? Please tell me.
A lot of tail wagging, some light barking, some howling.
Yeah, nothing that will wake Walter up.
And just before your eyes open, Walter, a spell has been cast. But you do not know what it is.
I don't even know a spell's been cast.
No, it's just a dog gently waking you up.
Oh, hey, Rufus. I'm gonna get some breakfast. Do you want anything specific?
No. I require meat.
Oh, I can get you some if you want.
That would be lovely.
Okay.
I'll head off to the dining car to get myself some breakfast
And
meat for Rufus, and I'm not eating in the dining car. I'll
bring it back to my place.
Okay.
I would say that
How's Melvin doing?
Melvin he would have woke up a little bit later than he usually does because he went to bed a little bit later, but only by like an hour. But I imagine that even in terms of that, he would have been up before most people, you know, and gone into the dining car to catch that early bird special. And he'd likely still just be like enjoying like at this point a lukewarm porridge and like a cup of black coffee in that dining car just sitting there. He'd see Walter and like grumble at him as he walks by.
Zufu's already in there eating.
You know what? Melvin would sit with him.
Hello.
Hello there.
Did you sleep well?
I slept like a baby.
Good.
Amazing. Thank you so much again. Hey, so listen, if you see this little dwarven guy, a little bit of stubble on his face, no beard, his name's Walter, alright? Keep an eye out for him. He might try to use a ghost to talk in your head or kill you.
Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't warn you. Oh, these are some good porridge. And then he just like eats in silence. He doesn't say anything else.
I'm currently eating a rice with a fried egg on top.
Would the breakfast cart be selling alcohol? Yeah.
Breakfast beer.
And, they wouldn't like officially be selling it, but if you ask, they'll be like, "Yeah, sure."
Okay. Yeah, I'll get whatever something strong they have.
Yeah, we got some bourbon.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just how much for the bottle?
Bottle? I mean, we got some bottom shelf. Like, what do you? We do for like five silver
top
to.
the top you have.
That'll be a top you have. Okay, that'll be like a 15 gold situation.
All right, done. I hand over 2 platinum. Keep the change.
Wow, high roller. I can throw in some a meal for you for free.
No. That's quite all right.
All right, if you say so.
You know what?
So turn over.
Put it, cover it for a meal for that one over there.
For the old man? Sure. All right, of course. Hey, Max. Ooh, platinum. Do you see that? It's like, holy shit.
Come over and sit down. Just start drinking the bourbon from the bottle. No breakfast for me.
All right. As everyone in the car has breakfast, they will then disperse to go about their business before the next meal. What would people be up to in like the early or like the late morning, early afternoon?
I guess I'd take Rufus on another walk through the train.
Okay.
What? Would you come across me at all?
Probably.
Yeah, he would be doing the rounds throughout the entire train, so at some point he'd probably see you.
So, though I'm not going to recognize you as someone from Pittsfield, would you recognize me?
Why were you a menace in Pittsfield? Like, I don't know your deal.
There were bad rumors about me, but otherwise, I did not stand out as a menace.
You lived
Okay,
on
people
the
thought
creepy
you
house
did
on the
bad
hill.
things, but there's no proof for it. Okay.
Don't go
Yeah.
into that guy's yard.
Yeah.
You know what'll happen.
Yeah. Walter's walking with Rufus, gets to the bar car, sees you. He's like, oh, crap, it's the four-eyed demon.
Should I kill him?
Uh, I mean, he's kind of just minding his own business. I don't think he actually ever did anything, but everyone warned us about him back home. I don't know why he's
I'll
on the
keep
train.
my eyes. I'll keep my eyes on him.
Melvin? Um, sir? He looks to the other guy. To Anton's character.
Hello. Melvin here told me your name is Walter.
Yes.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, we never formally met. But I remember you. Um, just I was a bit
Oh,
too scared to kind of approach back home. Um,
um, I don't know what you said, but none of it's really as bad as you think.
well, no one really said anything specific. It was always like just avoid, because playground rumors and such. But I, with the experience I've had, I would like to believe that that's not true. Um, and I'd like to apologize for any um, preconceived judgments I have made about you in the past, and I would like to know your name.
That is much appreciated. My name is Zufo.
Zufo.
Just if you probably, I don't know what people have told you, but I was raised by my grandfather. Though he kept to himself, as people of our culture do in strange lands.
Understandable. Well, I don't know why people kept saying to avoid you. It might be just because you look scary. But when I'm home, I'll see what I can do and try and set the record straight.
It's helpful. It's not necessarily my appearance that scared them. It's the story behind the appearance.
Oh, were you? Did you have an unfortunate mishap like Melvin here and get cursed by something?
No, I was born this way.
Oh,
As the both sets of eyes like blinked.
sorry, I don't know which pair to look at. He's been like looking up and down at both.
It helped. The both sets of eyes are like kind of on top of each other.
Well, yeah, but like you visibly see his like head going up and down and like looking up, looking down, looking up, looking at both sets.
That'd be like the difference of looking at the person's eyes and looking at their eyebrows.
Yeah, well, that's enough. It's enough of an angle difference to see the eyes jump between the two.
True. But they're not. If it helps, you can stare between them.
Oh, okay. Yep. But what is the story behind the appearance, if you don't mind me asking?
Um, my mother was possessed by a demon during childbirth. Well, not during childbirth per se, but while she was pregnant, and the ensuing possession caused her to pass during labor and forever changing me.
Oh, you're a tiefling of sorts then.
Yes, I'm not unfamiliar with actual tieflings and the heritage. All I know is there is evil. I was made partially from evil, but I am not evil.
Yes, yeah. That fully get. Friend of mine was a devil in a past life and is not anymore. Well, and then he became it again, but he's still following a path of faith, so he's still good. I don't know. It's complicated. But yeah, even those who come from an evil nature can still be good and do good.
You say devil like it's something different. Is there a difference between devil and demon?
Uh, yes. From what I could understand, devils are they kind of follow rules and like set up contracts and make deals and try to trick people out of stuff with clever wording and tactics. Demons just they're just evil for the sake of evil and live to destroy and corrupt.
And they make different noises when they crumble beneath my padded paw.
What the fuck?
Only Walter hears that.
Oh, you should have said that out right.
I'm a dog.
A dog with telepathy.
Bark.
Bork.
You're gonna have to tell me about that sometime.
He looks out at
Fucking
Rufus and quietly
Evil
says,
dog.
Okay.
If you have any medical issues, I can help with some of it.
well, the only medical issue I've had in the past year or so is being dead, but that was remedied.
I can't prevent or remedy that. Well, no, I can't remedy it, but I can help prevent it.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's already been remedied. I used to be human, but now I'm a dwarf, which
Oh,
kind of convenient as I already knew Dwarvish, and I am trained in Dwarven smithing. So the only downside has been that I can't reach things that are as high up anymore.
well, at least your lifespan is extended.
Yes. Yeah, I was talking about that with Eddie, Mr. Ford, Melvin's friend. He's been traveling with.
He seems like a interesting fellow.
He's a genie of sorts, trapped in a body of a genasi. So
I that's I don't know much about those type of things. All I can say for sure is it's nice to meet you.
yes, it's nice to know that the one everyone called monster is no monster at all. And like I said, I'll do what I can to try and get people to understand that you're just someone, a person who is been afflicted with a appearance that makes them look evil and cruel, but is not.
Oh,
And then Walter will turn to Eddie and just kind of look at him and nod his head, Mr. Ford, and then turn around and start walking back down the train with Rufus. Unless Rufus wants to bite Melvin's balls.
No, he won't.
Okay.
You better not bite me in the balls. I'll kill you.
Hello. I should not have said anything about Discord not dropping my mic anymore. Let's go.
It's okay. If it makes you feel any better. There was a few times where he said just like Melvin, and I said something, and I was muted.
Yeah.
Mm.
I prestidigitate the noise of a squeaky toy under this chair.
I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
From whom?
Rufus.
Dog Rufus.
The reason why they squeak is because it sounds like a little animal dying in the mouth of a dog as it shakes it to death. So,
Oh no.
You hear the noise of an animal in its death throes. You must find it.
I'm searching around.
Your nose is to the ground. Make an investigation check.
I accidentally rolled it to GM. It was a 6 wisdom save.
I know.
Investigation.
It's confusing. You would normally get the scent of blood and fear and stress. But there was only the sound.
Walter, noticing Rufus is looking for something, will pull out the wooden stake and kind of call for him. Rufus!
He will run back.
Yep, give him the stick. After a little bit of a tug of war, and then continue down the train.
The stick's too big for the door, and Rufus bumps into the door.
Oh, yeah, you have to tilt your head.
How will he manage this?
If I just try again, surely the outcome will change.
Maybe, but really all you have to do is tilt your head about 45 degrees.
One more try. He just keeps trying to walk through with it hitting the wall.
Right, and then as he gets ready for like the fourth time, Walter will kind of lean in, put one hand on one side of the stick on top, and then the other hand on the other end of the stick on the bottom, and then tilt it, and then kind of guide him forward.
Rescued.
Back in tug of war.
I owe you my life. One more time over.
Now I have to die for you twice.
Yeah.
So, Melvin. Now that you've seen him again, do you think you're ready?
I don't think it's a question of if I'm ready or not. I think that it's as simple as I don't really have much of a choice. So here I come.
What are you talking about, Melvin?
Huh? Oh, shoot! I'm just talking to Mr. Ford here about how I have to face my greatest rival, Walter Smith.
Okay.
Did you know that he's responsible for why I'm an old man?
I think you mentioned something.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm glad that we're on the same page and that I wasn't just bringing up something that you didn't know already.
Oh,
Shut up. But anyway, yes, Mr. Ford, I think I'm ready.
Very good.
Well, actually, there is one question I have for you. Am I any closer to finally getting one of my wishes granted?
Yes. Once we've seen how you stand up, uh, facing this challenge you've set yourself, you will indeed be quite closer.
Oh, I see. It's like a prove it to myself sort of thing. Okay.
Plus, I have to see what I'm working with, after all.
Right, right. Well, a lot of my best work has been kept back at my home because I wasn't able to transport it when I decided to go out into the wide world and look for work and try to, strike out on my own. So I'll show you some of the more exclusive pieces that I've created over the years.
I have a feeling that transportation should be a bit easier for you now.
No, I've been getting around much better since Soup gave me that massage.
Transporting your creations, I mean.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that too. No, you're right. I can put them in the ring. I didn't think about that.
Indeed. Unless they're really big.
Well, what's the size limit?
It is, I think, a 20-foot radius circle. Let me...
20-foot radius cylinder, 20 feet high.
Oh. Yeah, I can put some stuff in there.
That's where most of my trade goods are. Oh, here it is. Genie's vessel. Yeah, 20-foot radius, another 20 feet high. So as long as your works aren't more than 40 foot long, well, depending on the width. Like, if they're less than 30 foot long, you're probably fine.
Yeah, no, nothing's beyond 40 feet. I was just trying to think for a second there.
Can't believe that Melvin's over here making a galleon.
No, but I mean, his family, they used to be shipwrights. So there
Yeah.
might be something interesting there. All right, well, I'm done eating. What about you? Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't.
Only when there's food food that is worthy.
Let's
Well-
pretend I did not hear you.
I do not scream that.
I look forward to the day that I do see you eat something. Because that'll let me know that it's probably going to be one of the best things I've ever tasted in my life. And Melvin will get up and turn in his porridge bowl and empty coffee cup.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome, Sonny.
So where are you headed from here? Or
I
you just
think he's
hanging
going
out
to
in
head back. Mm, yeah, he's going to head back towards his area.
All right. As you head back this away, um, one detail I forgot to add: these two cars to the left here, these would be the two like restroom cars, and so you would see what appears to be a lot of the gentlemen on the train uh, looking rather annoyed because they are waiting in front of this bathroom. And at one point, the marshal would walk in and be like, "All right, what the hell's going on over here?" And this short fellow would say, "He's been in there for far too long, and we've been banging on the door, and he hasn't been saying anything." And Dennis, our writer friend, says, "It's true. I don't know what he's doing in there, but it's disrespectful to the rest of us who have to go."
Maybe he's fighting for his life. But,
I understand that, but he should tell us. Like, we've all been there. But it's like, are you fighting for your life in there? And there's no response.
Maybe he doesn't speak common. English.
Yeah, I'll try Dwarven in French.
Are you right in there? Are you right in there?
Yeah, they'll try. So you hear some stuff in Gnomish and Draconic, and they'll like, pull out some other language. You don't. No matter what language you try, you don't get a response from in there.
Huh.
I mean,
I look at the marshal.
and show him my badge.
Oh, you think it's about time we just pry this door open?
Uh, yeah, he might need help.
Yeah. All right. If you need, do you got something, or you need me to grab a crowbar or something?
I got a pitchfork.
All right. Well, let's see you use that pitchfork.
Yeah, I'll use my pitchfork to pry open the door.
Sure. Give me an athletics check. It seems to be locked from the inside with one of those like chain locks.
Fortunately, I'm not
I'll say an
proficient in
18.
athletics right now.
Say an 18's enough. It's not. Not like a. It's not designed to uh, withstand that much. So as you pry open the door, you see someone, pants down on the shitter. He appears to be sleeping.
Sir, I tap him on the shoulder.
As you tap his shoulder, he slumps forward, and you see some sort of needle sticking out of his neck.
Oh.
And from the end of that needle, you see not tendrils, but like veins of black.
Marshal, we got a murder.
A murder! Hell's blazes! What the hell's going? And when you say murder, and everyone hears, there is a commotion where it's like a murder. And the marshal is like, okay, you're a marshal. Can I just? I will help try to keep the peace with the rest of the folks on the train. Can you handle the investigation?
Yeah. Yeah, I
All right.
think I can.
All right, folks. We're gonna clear this area. This is now a crime scene. Anyone only permitted for marshals and people who've been deputized by a marshal.
There's been a crime spree.
Scene.
How does Dennis look?
Dennis is it seems like there is a lot going on in Dennis's mind right now. He's having a lot of competing feelings right now. But the marshal will corral all of these folks over into the adjacent car.
All right, Marshall, could you start asking them if any of them saw anyone else enter this bathroom before this person, and get their witness
Right? Yes.
testimonies and stuff?
Yeah. Of course, I will let you know what they have to say.
All right, Rufus, could you sniff the needle? Don't lick it. Just sniff it. See if you can get a scent of whoever might have done this.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Let me move you over so that you're here.
Because I'm assuming word would have.
Yeah, the commotion would have been pretty apparent to people, and some people who, like the marshal, would have notified people on the other side of the train to be like, all right. Basically, now people are not allowed to like be in this train car without some sort of escort from a marshal or someone who's been deputized.
Hello. I heard that there was a poisoning, a murder.
Yes, this poor individual appears to have been murdered by someone.
If I may I examine the toxin point?
Now, before I
Before
get
you
these
touch it, I'd like
testimonies-
Rufus to get a good sniff of it.
My
No.
nose is not what it used to be. I think the horned fellow should take a look if he's an expert.
If you think so, Rufus. Okay, go ahead.
Now, your name is Walter.
Yes.
My name is Jack Redford. Nice to meet you. I would say you can use your discretion for who you would like to assist you in this investigation, because
I mean, I know.
being on a train, resources are what they are. So
Yeah, I know these four individuals plus a canine. No, three individuals plus a canine. They're all in the dining car when this happened, so it unlikely was any of them.
all right, if they have alibis, then that's all well. And you'll head to the other car. So now all of you are able to assist in this investigation.
So, can I identify the toxin?
Make me a medicine check.
I can do that.
Did it say his name was Jack Ripper?
No, Jack
Redford.
Oh, Redford. Okay.
That's Jack Ripper. Highly
He's-
suspicious name.
He's half of his last name he stole from me.
All right. So with a 19, I will give you the way that this poison works, but not the exact source of it. It seems like this is a sort of venom mixed with a corrosive component, which would mean that this is a very fast-acting poison.
Alright, appears we're dealing with a very potent poison, fast-acting and dangerous. And it's a needle?
Yes, it would be a very thin needle.
Like a dart or like an actual injection
Syringe.
needle?
It would have like a weighted component on it. So it looks more like a dart instead of something that not like an acupuncture needle or like a like a sewing needle or something. It would be more like something that could be thrown.
Like a projectile.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Smith. But I did hear the locking chain snap when you forced the door open, yes?
Yes, so it was locked. Unless there's another way, I'll step into the privy and see if there's any I don't know, window open hole that I can look see outside.
Yeah,
Smith,
make either perception or investigation.
we should let Melvin go first as a meat shield.
Oh, what's happening?
7. You are unsure. Um,
Ooh.
One interesting thing that I will give you for free is that it doesn't, like, even though when a person dies, they usually will soil themselves. That doesn't seem to be a problem in this case because this is the kind of train restroom situation where it's kind of just a drop.
Oh, the tracks are just littered with shit and piss all along, up and down.
Pretty much.
So that's what the mechanical spider was crawling through.
Yep.
Where is the injection point?
And the neck.
The injection point appears to
The
be like the neck, like kind of the base of the neck trapezius area.
Facing the door or facing the? Is there a window here in the bathroom?
There is a window. It would not be like a very wide window because it's not necessarily something you'd want to be able to see the entire room while someone is like shitting. But it would be facing the door.
Okay. Is it possible to open? Was it possible before the door was broken down, to open the door up a little?
Would be able, I guess you could try to reconstruct like what the chain lock looked like before it was broken.
I can fix it.
Yeah, if you want to just fix it, like if you want to fix it either with a skill or with magic.
I don't have mending, but I'm proficient in smith, tinkers, carpenters.
I'm essentially trying to ascertain whether or not the door could have been opened slightly enough for said projectile to be shot through, and if said opening was in line with the person's neck.
Melvin, you want to tackle the fixing up the door while I get the chain?
Melvin, I don't think we're getting back to our room until this is solved.
All right, well, I guess I'll help. Let me bust out my old investigative charms.
If the two of you do manage to get the door fixed, I may have a way of detecting if there are any other egresses from the room.
All right. Okay. Well, what should I use on the chain? Smith or tinkers?
This seems like a tinker situation. You're not gonna like forge anything.
Okay.
But also,
Got
what I will say is, regardless of what tool you want to use, it would probably take longer to actually fix the door than it would to be able to get enough progress on fixing it to get the information that you want. If that makes
yeah,
sense.
probably not like fix the entire thing. Just like get enough to like where it's about where it was.
Yeah.
I will need the door to at least kind of seal to be able to do the detection thing.
Step back. I'll handle this. I'm a woodcarver by trade.
You got the door. I got the chain.
Alrighty.
I can use control flames to heat up.
Either woodcarver
No,
or
not the one in
carpenter. I have
Florence.
either one of those.
Get out, Pete. Out. Evans. Hey, you know what you're doing. Get out.
Oh, no.
If it's the door, it probably would be carpenter.
Yeah, carpenter. Woodcarvers is more for like whittling and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where The resources improve? Yes, it is. Okay. You said it'd be carpenter?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless Luke disagrees.
No, that makes sense to me.
I think it goes off in frame. Okay.
So if it helps with the chain, I could make one of the flames fly out of the lantern and heat up the metal for you.
Get advantage on the Tinker's tools.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for that.
Woo!
Well,
Sheesh.
A
so
12.
a bit better. Better than the 9.
Nah, I'm better with larger things.
Seems like it might take a while, but with a little
21
bit of
fixed
focus, you can
board.
still. In the meantime, what are the rest of you doing?
Um, my skill set is limited when it comes to this type of stuff.
Can I, like, while they're working on the door, could I look around the room, see if there's any other signs of foul play?
Sure, make a perception
Signs of
check.
struggle? Or anything?
Can I go into the room next door if it's open?
It would. This would. Yeah, I guess this would be like the ladies' room. It would be open at this point.
I'm
Have we
going.
been able to identify the body?
Yeah, you
Could I-
guys have not. You guys have not identified or investigated anything about the body. I will say, from at a glance, it appears to be a very well dressed gentleman.
Can we find a wall?
Maybe like middle aged, white man with short brown hair and a well kept beard.
If not, it's fine. Could I argue for investigation? So actually, I'm proficient in that one.
I know. I think investigation. This is a small enough space that you would kind of be scouring things. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a pretty good. So what are you
Let's
looking
fucking
for?
go.
You're looking for
Like,
anything
if
else that
there's-
would be amiss here?
Yeah, like if there's any sign of like him struggling with someone else, or if there's any other, I don't know, like if there's footprints or anything that stand out more so than just people walking to toilet and back to door.
You very confidently sense that there's pretty much nothing, and even like you're very thorough, and you lift the guy's feet, to see if he was like struggling at like the seat, and it seems like, if anything, he was hardly even struggling from like pain or anything. So this might have
Wait.
almost instantly killed him.
This was fast death. Well, I think I'll say what we're all thinking. Dennis did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ford, but I think you need to speak for yourself in this case. I don't think Dennis had anything to do with it. I think it was the ghost.
It could be the ghost.
It would have to be someone who's skilled in poisons, and who the fuck is this individual anyway? As I look for some form of identification.
Yeah, if you want to search this guy's pocket, like he's wearing a nice kind of jacket. No roll required. This guy has he appears to have a lot of money on him.
Money back.
He has like a very ornate looking stopwatch. And you see he has a letter or a note in one of his pockets.
Okay. Did I take out the letter or note / note?
All right. When you read the note, it says, "Dear Bart, Your progress in talks with the Kingdom of Glacier Break is commendable. Navigating unfamiliar customs and jurisprudence is a skill that not everyone has, and the powers that be over there are quite shrewd. Regarding the hold-up in the land east of Gatetown, proceed as though nobody currently lives there. They are being dealt with quite little ado, if I may boldly applaud my own skills. I look forward to seeing you at the event. Regards, O. And I will paste that in the chat.
I will show that to the resident marshal, which would be, I believe, that would be Beck in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walter would be the marshal with the badge here.
Yeah, while I'm working on the fucking lock that I can't quite get right.
And I found this on the body. Makes sense?
Hold up in the land east of Gatetown. Oh. What race is this guy? Is he human, dwarf?
This guy's a human.
Human.
And the letter is written in common.
No one can cast Speak with Dead by any chance, can they?
I'm not familiar with such walks.
Hmm. Uh. Hold up in the land east of Gatetown. Proceed as though nobody currently lives there. I've been east of Gatetown, quite a few times. Do I remember anything specific about people living around there?
I mean, besides the fact that there are people that do indeed live there, not much necessarily comes to mind.
Okay.
This was kind of like in between Coral Bell and Gatetown would be east of Gatetown, and there were like people who were living off the land in those areas.
Yeah, okay. And no specific tribes?
I don't believe so, but that might also be a Dylan question. If there were tribes that lived like just south of Yellowstone.
Just south of Yellowstone. I am almost positive that had something to this.
Oh yeah, the tribe that we found Gabriel at.
So I mean it would be a lot of the same ones that like currently already exist, so or well would have existed at that time period. To the east of Gatetown, north of Texas.
Yep.
There would have been Osage, Apache, Arapaho, Cheyenne. I'd say that the Comanche would have been pushed out of northern portion of Texas and up into the plains area. And if not there, they would have been pushed out further into the Badlands. But
Okay.
also too, like the Sioux, they're a big one.
And would there would be tribal land there, and would there also be like homesteaders?
I think it would vary depending on tribe. Some of them would be willing to accept, and allow people to homestead in those areas, being more, I guess, like amenable to the idea of peaceable living, whereas others just have had enough of being restricted and are on a little bit more of a hostile sort of mindset.
Okay. So yeah, from your experience traveling in that location, because you've been there a bit, you've been to Gate Town a bunch, especially. Um, there are a lot of people from very diverse backgrounds that do live there, but you don't quite have the full context of what this letter is referring to.
Okay.
And the second thing that Shufu would see in the man's pockets is a formal invitation to what appears to be a gala in New York being hosted by Machina Industries.
Oh, do you know any of this as well? As I hand over the invitation to.
I don't know anything about a gala. I know about Machina. Everyone should know about Machina. But
I'm familiar with them.
when's the date for the gala?
That's a great question. I have no idea what day I wanted this to be. Like
This
in game.
technically would be sometime in November still.
Yeah. So I guess if you were around the end of your journey, what would the date be? Because I said you were like a couple of days out from
When did you
Maine.
leave?
It would have been in time for Thanksgiving if there was a Thanksgiving. Yeah, but there's not.
So like end of November.
Yeah.
And you would have
Yeah, that
the
sounds right.
train ride itself would have been a couple of weeks. So we'll say it's like early mid-December right now, and the gala is in a few days.
Why is he on his way to Pittsfield when he has to be in New York?
Does he have a ticket on him?
He would have a train ticket.
Or where's its destined?
He was indeed bound for Maine. So if he had to head to New York, he may have had some other means of getting from here to there.
Maybe Brendan Maine Pittsfield?
But that would be all of the stuff that he has on him.
And there very much was Thanksgiving back.
Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't like an official thing until like
A couple years from now.
I mean, it wasn't yearly. It was proclaimed most years. It wasn't like set up to be predefined, but the president would declare it each year.
okay.
It was actually a pre-constitution during the Continental Congress. They even had it. I mean, if the door works, I could see if there's any other escape routes without the lock. Probably, as long as it closes.
Oh, that puppy should close real tight.
I don't think I can get the lock to properly lock, but it
Yeah,
can,
if you were to hold
Don't
the
worry.
lock, such that it actually works, there would be a tiny bit that you could actually pull the door, and you presume that you would get like eye shot of the person inside through the like crack that
But
would
not wide enough for the dart to have gone through?
Honestly, the dart would fit even if you don't pull the chain all the way, because it is very thin.
Okay.
Just an impressive shot to do it without the eye
Yeah.
line.
That's like 9/10 cover.
I mean,
So
presumably we're talking like below gun kind of dart at that point.
we have a killer on the train.
I thought that was kind of obvious. But Mr. Ford,
Yeah.
if you'd like to inspect the washroom while I go over this letter.
Well, if we think it's, well, I'll need.
How long has he been dead?
What did you roll on your medicine check? 19 is pretty good. It can't have been for more than an hour,
Uh,
but it seems to have been long enough for all of those people to come over and like have to go to the bathroom eventually, and then start complaining about the person taking too long.
and the train has been in constant movement, correct? Since then?
Correct.
Yes, we're
If we
gonna
think
have,
that they could. Sorry.
guess we're gonna start interrogating people.
If you feel like they got the shot from outside the door, might not be any point of. Might not be any need for looking for other egresses.
I mean, just in case, you never know.
All right, I'll
Cover
need
all
someone
the
to keep an
bases.
eye on each side of the walls from the outside. So, like someone looking in this room, someone sticking their head out the window, looking at this wall.
Rufus was in the girls' bathroom trying to find if there was any vents that could have possibly been gone through. If the door was locked, that means he either shot through it or escaped. So
Mr. Ford, what exactly will we be looking for?
Look for fog to be escaping.
Fog. Okay. I'll poke my head into the women's washroom. Rufus, keep an eye out for fog if it starts rolling in from the other side of the wall. And I'll stick my head out the fucking window.
You know, you can lean out off of the steps.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Whichever one seems better.
So what are you testing right now?
I'm going to cast fog cloud with the door closed, and see if
Okay.
it starts spreading out of anywhere other than the door.
It would spread out through the door and through basically the hole in the shitter if you open the toilet seat.
100-foot radius fog cloud because I can only cast it at 5th level.
Oh, incredible. Yeah, it would
So
be
it does-
incredibly obscured in here. It would seep out through the door. Let's see. At some point, Rufus, you would be able to sense that there is some fog through the cracks in the wall here.
It might be on GM layer.
Oh, I might be on GM layer indeed. Here.
okay, can I see if it just seems like there's like a very small hole that it's coming through? It doesn't look like a person can climb through anything, right?
No, it's also very hard to see through that crack. I mean, especially when the fog is there, but it seems like it would be difficult to look in, like be able to tell that someone is there, and then somehow throw this dart through.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I'll open the door before I drop concentration, so for a moment there is just the entire hallway full of fog.
Great. Very helpful.
But then it goes away.
I didn't see anything
Wait,
outside.
how long does it last? How long are you concentrating on?
I mean, I would not keep up concentration because otherwise it's going to sweeping through it'll still fill the train car.
Right.
So I'd end it after giving them, a minute or two of time to look on their sides.
I mean, I saw fog coming out from under the carriage, but I don't think that's what we were looking for.
Yes, well, unless the dog managed to see anything and somehow communicate it with us, I imagine they probably got the shot through the door.
Anything, Rufus?
The aquatic one is correct.
I love this dog.
So it was someone outside. It couldn't have been anyone in the dining car while we were there. So we can rule out the staff, rule out the engineer and the stoker.
No.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, this is one of the guys who's complaining. I think he should be over here. Sorry about that. Who the fuck is this guy?
You can rule them out as being the ones that actually did it, but not as being involved.
Yeah, they could be accomplices. But that kind of a secondary priority. Just once you find the perp, then you can kind of go out from there.
I do not trust Dennis at all. He was walking this very hall last night, expounding on murder.
He wants to write a story about it.
True stories do always sell better.
Who is this, Dennis?
Very excitable fellow who's very excited about writing about a murder mystery on a train.
And quite scared of ghosts, it seems.
Do you think? You think you could use your genie powers to pretend to be a ghost and spook Dennis into potentially confessing?
We could also just talk to him.
Well, yeah, but this is more of like a if that doesn't work.
Well, I could definitely sick a ghost or two on him.
Maybe.
Master Smith, I have means of determining his inner machinations.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I can talk with animals. Speak with animals.
But he didn't bark.
It's
Barks now.
I want an insight check, Walter.
I mean,
Man,
Yeah, I want an insight check.
It's not a lie that you can't do that, but you are deceiving.
I am deceiving. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
go ahead.
feel
make
like
a few,
dog
make a few checks. Well, I will be right back. Sorry.
Not good.
Oh, there shouldn't be any guidance on that.
I don't trust this dog. Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, I can't roll for shit.
Well, I can talk to animals, but that's not how I'm talking to him.
Is it only Melvin that gets that, I imagine?
No, everyone. Melvin believes I can talk. Yeah, everyone can believe I can talk to animals. Yeah, but everyone knows that that's not how I'm talking to Rufus.
Melvin, I'm
Also-
starting to think you might be right. Maybe the dog is the ghost.
Also, what's helpful at all, I shared a picture of what my guy looks like in Wild West.
I knew I could hear a voice inside of my head. It was you, wasn't it, you mutt?
Keep down your voice, or I will flay your leathery skin.
Oh my god, it is him! He said he was gonna flame my old man leather.
I would like to
Rufus, would you like to? How would you do that?
I bring me to him, and I will reveal all.
You guys here keep searching around. I guess I'll go talk with the marshal about what he's discovered and bring Rufus along.
Trust
Oh,
that
so you're
dog,
going-
he's gonna tear your skin off.
You're going
make sure
to
that
the
Marshall is
car?
interrogating them separately.
Okay. Hey Walter,
Yes.
what's your armor class nowadays?
Without my breastplate, it's an 11.
Curious.
Most curious.
Walter was finger of death. Hate to see it.
Finger of death is a saving throw.
Oh,
I am
you're,
resistant to poison, so there's that.
Is harm an attack roll?
It's
No,
it's a
that
save.
one's a save
Harm
too.
is not attackable.
No, it's
Vampire
death
touch?
poke.
Yeah. Death poke.
It's
Power word.
death-
Power word. Poke.
Word poke.
Inflict wounds. There you go.
Inflict wounds, yeah.
Inflict
Inflict
wounds.
wounds would be the
Vampire
one, yeah.
touch sounds like it should be an attack roll.
It is an attack roll.
Yeah, vampiric touch is also yes. Vampiric touch is the bullshit one that you can do it multiple times a time.
Well, while you can't keep concentration up.
Let's see. How do I roll damage on this? Is my question.
You might just have to take if it's
So what are you attempting to do?
I just crit on Walter.
You crit?
With a-
Okay.
yeah, he crit on the 9th level of vampiric touch.
I crit on the 9th level vampire touch. Yeah.
Okay. If it's a spell and the spell has been added to the NPC sheet, like at least in my experience, 50% of the time it just adds it to the sheet and you're able to roll it that way.
Okay, it's a
but if it
situation where like
doesn't-
other effects will add dice. So actually, right, just to start, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this against poison?
It is against poison.
All right. Advantage.
Oh, he got the dart.
Should have
Shit, he got
GM.
darted.
I'm just gonna fucking straight up roll. I'm gonna do the roll command.
That's a nat 20 on my con save.
That's probably better, yeah.
Man, GM
That's
rolling
fine.
his con saves.
It was an accident. It was from the persuasion and deception.
Yes, I can confirm it was indeed a nat 20 on the con save. How do I distribute this damage? So you're gonna take. Is there a way to like separate the damage types when you add, like, say it's like 2d8 plus?
You
2d8?
can.
Does it have to be a separate thing, or is it otherwise just going to combine everything?
You can do it in one roll. It's a little complicated how you type it though.
Okay, annoying. In that case, I'll just make separate roll commands. So you'll take 31 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
And you will take
That is not half my health.
47 halved to 23 poison damage.
That's okay. So is that half from the safe?
It's halved from the save, so
All
it'll
right. So it'd be
halved
halved again from resistance to poison.
Okay. And so what happens is from this door here,
Which door?
the door directly to the south of you. There's like a small compartment.
Okay, so I only take 11, 12 poison damage.
So let's take 12 poison damage. Bursting from this door is a human who is holding a short sword who stabs you
Ow! That was
and
rude.
says, "One down."
I beg
And then
your
notices that you are still alive.
I'm a bit tardier for a normal commoner.
Wait,
Yeah,
What?
I'm quick drawing this bitch.
yeah, that'll hit.
What I did not work anyway.
Would you have disadvantage on this because you were right next to
No,
it?
because of the legendary gunslinger feat.
Oh, you're a legendary gunslinger, of course.
Yeah, I
knew
just quick
that.
draw her.
Yeah, let's roll damage. Okay, great. Amazing. The sound of a gunshot resounds. Let me how do I even move this son bitch? I don't, it seems. That's fine. Yeah, so she like gets knocked back by this impact and is like, "Ow!" And you hear the gunshot, and the marshal will move over.
Immediately running over.
I'm keeping it pointed at her and say, "Don't move." Bonus action, cape of billowing.
Hell yeah. What in the hell's going on here?
She just stabbed me with a very
What?
painful poison, by the way, which thankfully, because of my dwarven physiology, was able to resist most of it.
Okay, that's great and all, but you said you were just stabbed?
Yes.
All right, lady, you're coming with me. Do not resist.
Finish her, Master Smith.
Rufus, we gotta learn what. She's probably an accomplice or a perpetrator. We need to learn a bit more before we do so.
She looks to the two people, realizing that she is cornered, and says, Okay, I'll go with you. Would you like to take her, or shall Jack take her?
I'll. How's your interrogations with the passengers coming along?
Oh, I mean, no, all of them have denied doing anything, but I've sort of gotten an order of who, started waiting in line so that we would know who has an alibi, or at least who would be in between, so that they would have had an eye on everyone by the time he would presumably have already passed, because you would start waiting only after.
He was
Does that make sense?
shot from the outside, so whoever was first likely came there after Anton fucking
Anton!
fell asleep.
I'm not asleep.
No, that's
Oh.
Dylan.
Was that Dylan?
Oh, my bad. Yep, sorry.
Oh my god.
Apologies, Anton.
Sorry, yeah. Oh,
I
man.
thought it was Anton at first, so I looked over at Discord to see who it was.
I thought 100% that it was Anton.
Sorry, I'm more focused on trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with my computer.
Understandable. Dylan, how dare you?
Look, I had a long day.
I just literally.
It sounded like it.
Melvin,
okay,
you almost fell asleep there. It seems that Walter was almost murdered.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I'll ask the marshal for an extra set of manacles, and I'll take her.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah. No,
Did I do it? Did I try to do it in my sleep? Tell me, Mr. Ford, I need to know.
No, it seems you haven't gotten to that point yet.
Ah, shucks.
Oh, gotta take a bullet down because I fired one. I'll reload and take the woman over
and put her in one of the cars, the cabins next to the washroom.
So like, yeah, somewhere here or here.
I guess the one I was sitting in then.
Okay, yeah.
And do a pat down, take off her weapons, and find any notes and shit that's on her.
Yeah, so the one thing that you would find, in addition to what appears to be a light crossbow, um, several small vials of what appear to be some sort of poison, and a note that appears to be a bunch of details on you, Walter Smith.
Start going over it. How in depth?
It has some information about you, what you are known for, what your destination is, um, some information about your friends, the Spirit Chasers, a general description of you, though it seems that, how do I put this? They have underestimated your capabilities in this description.
Is the description the human him or the dwarven him?
It is the dwarven him.
Okay. So more reason.
All right. Anything else on her?
Let's see, besides her weapons.
Say a
and
vial of the poison.
note. There are vials of poison.
Okay.
You would have to go and like compare.
All right. I'll hand those off to Zoo.
Oh,
Master Smith, I beseech you to remember that she said one down. You are not her own target.
Yes, that's very true. But she also expected to kill me with that. Why do you have this? I kind of hold up the dossier, the Walter Smith dossier.
Okay. Yes, I suppose. Now that you have that information, I did want to kill you, and I'm still kind of baffled that you took that. Standing up, like that's still wild to me, but here we are.
Was this your first time trying to kill someone?
No,
Inciting that.
make an insight check.
Walter, if I may.
Yes.
He comes up close to Walter. Kicks out his hand against your lower back and does like a palm thrust.
Are you way of mercy?
Yep.
You're about to get a way of mercy, brother.
Get mercied on.
And I mercied all over the place.
Fuck. You heal for 10.
10 hit points back. That's a sizable portion when you have a D6 hit die.
Yeah, so with the insight check.
Also, if there's any poison left in your body, it's been eliminated.
I saved against it.
I know, but I'm just saying for the purposes of this.
You get the sense that she has killed people before, but perhaps is not as experienced like doing hits like this.
Okay, so whoever hired you sent you after me because they expected me to be easy, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, also... Nope, I shouldn't say that.
Walter,
Yes.
if I might do something before you continue.
Be my guest.
Only if I was Cobalt Soul, I would start punching the truth out of this person.
Ma'am, I suggest that you fully and truthfully answer all questions we put to you until we are satisfied with this interrogation.
Sounds like a suggestion 5e to me.
Oh, he's doing a
I make
me. I love using suggestion.
This is a wisdom save or
It is
intelligence.
wisdom saving throw 5e.
It is a wisdom.
If she succeeds, I'm doming her.
Great. What's your DC? 17?
17.
Yeah, you see her eyes glaze over for a second and then come back. And she's like, I will willingly oblige to your investigation then.
All right, who hired you?
Wesley Machina.
If I'm correct, that is big.
A little bit surprised at that.
I've carried some of his stuff before.
Did he personally hire you?
I can never tell if I am actually meeting Wesley Machina, but no, I don't think so.
But the order came from him.
Indirectly.
Did you kill the other gentleman in the other washroom?
What?
That you had nothing to do with the murder that happened about an hour ago?
In the
No,
men's
this-
bathroom.
No, this was supposed to be the murder where I murder you.
Can I compare the toxins?
Yes, you may.
You were
if
handed
You
them.
can be handed. You can be
Yeah,
handed
yeah,
a
I handed
vial
them.
of poison and compare them. Yes.
Yeah, I'm comparing the one that was
And
dealt
in
to the
case
guy
of
in-
accidental exposure, where is it? Is it this one? Everyone's proficient in saving throws against becoming poisoned.
Okay.
If you're within 10 feet of me.
Yep. You want me to make a check or what?
Yeah, give me a medicine check or whatever you think. So maybe like a nature or arcana, whatever you're actually looking for.
I'm essentially seeing if these are the same.
Yeah, so based on how you would want to approach that, use whatever roll is appropriate to you. I would say medicine probably is the most appropriate though.
Doing well.
22 is pretty good. You immediately know that these are not the same. Especially given Walter's wounds, it probably would have been a lot rougher for him, especially given the part of the poison that killed the gentleman, Bart, as you know him from that letter, is partially acid. So there's a corrosive component that Walter would not have been able to resist if it were the same.
Okay.
So, based on the comparison of this toxin, what was you and the one used on the gentleman there, we may have two hitters.
Well, I believe we're missing a crucial question here. Do you have any accomplices on this train?
Accomplices to murdering Walter Smith?
That is correct.
No.
Accomplices to anything else?
Have people who are vaguely aligned in motivation. There's a man named Bartholomew who is sort of a big shot in the Machina.
Your name
space.
wouldn't start with O by any chance, would it?
No, my name is Maria.
Maria, okay.
Does Bartholomew go by the name Bart, and is he a lawyer of sorts?
I wouldn't call him Bart, but that is a short name for Bartholomew.
And to the lawyer part?
I don't think he's a lawyer. He's more like a diplomat, politician-y kind of. Not politician. I don't know. That's not really my.
Was he
I'm
recently in
familiar
Gate
with that
Town?
sort of. Was he recently in Gate Town? That I don't know.
Okay. Well.
Does he look like this? And a minor illusion, an image of his face on the wall.
That's the one.
Well, he's dead.
The face would be what I saw with the head lolling and the needle sticking out of the neck.
Why would he be dead? I'm the one who's supposed to do the murdering here.
He was assassinated by someone who we thought was apparently you, but you have no connection to that. So
That is correct.
someone's also targeting
Your
Machina
group?
agents.
Yeah, so who else was here that was aligned with you? That way we can make sure that they don't get murdered as well.
Oh, of course. No, it was just me and Bart. If there are people who are otherwise engaged, he deals with a lot of people. And I'm not exactly privy to all of those conversations.
Okay, Melvin, would you like to could you go tell the marshal to look for anyone affiliated with Machina and potentially put them under protective custody?
Sure thing.
Yes, and also make sure that no one has got the horse or the mule during all this.
Sure, but that'll take me a little longer.
It's only a car away. Oh, it's 2 cars. Never mind.
Yeah, he has to go past the fancy cars that we were staying in.
Why was the hit called out on me?
I don't have full details on that, but my impression is that the group you're part of is a thorn in the side of Machina, and it's otherwise difficult to dispose of them.
Okay, could you write down and sign everything you know about Machina planning to kill me and trying to deal with the spirit chasers?
Technically doesn't fall under my suggestion.
Yeah, now hold on. I didn't agree to all that.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, the answer would be yes, that she could.
I know how to write,
Okay, yeah.
but I think that's going a little too far.
Okay.
Yes, I did only instruct her to answer all questions. Apologies for that, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, verbal testimony probably will have to suffice, but that's concerning. Thorn in the side. Do you know if there were any other assassins that were sent out that, not for me, but for any of my other friends?
No, they were pretty short-staffed on talent because a situation that you were involved in.
Situation I was involved in.
Or the spirit
exactly have
chasers
you-
were. I don't know if you were there.
What exactly have you done to piss off Machina?
I mean, he's
Mr.
not
Smith?
officially helping the Confederates, but apparently what we've been doing with them, thwarting their plans, it's not great. What event are you talking about?
Well, there are some people I knew. To my knowledge, only one of them is alive. There was. I recall meeting Deus.
Oh, his name wouldn't have been Vox by any chance.
Vox lives.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Callie's probably dead. Ugh.
You don't seem too torn up about Bartholomew being dead. Thinking you want very close.
It's a large enterprise, and I do what I'm asked to do.
What do you know about Bartholomew?
Uh, he's gotten very wealthy, doing talks with people about expanding their rail system.
Okay.
But I don't know how what those conversations even look like. But he's like one of the guys who does that.
So you would say he's one of the main people behind the potential expansion into Glacier Break for Machina Rail.
Stands to reason. I don't really know if that's a thing that's happening, but because it's Machina, I assume it is.
Okay. Did he know you were on this train?
I don't actually know if he knows me. Or knew, I guess he's dead.
Ah, so it's more you knew of him, might not have known you. I see.
Probably. Almost certainly, to be honest.
Just like one of those things where his death helps you climb the ladder or something.
Different ladders.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Mr. Fred.
Fred.
Freddy, fuck.
Mr. Fred.
Mr. Ford. My brain combined the F of Ford and the Eddie.
That's good.
Mr.
Unless you have Carl Fredrickson.
Yeah, Mr. Ford. It sounds like they're in different departments. He was in expansion. She was in disposal.
Kind of opposite lines of work in a way.
Who did give you the order to kill me?
It was in writing.
In writing?
Delivered by whom?
A secure source. I don't know exactly what to tell you regarding that.
Like Cobalt?
Is that to say you don't know the name?
I don't know the
Of the
name. I
source.
know that Machina has means. He would not leave it to someone like the Cobalt Caravan.
Okay, so he doesn't trust the Cobalt Caravan to deliver his letters of assassination.
Where were you when you got the order? When you received the letter with the order?
Where was I?
Sorry, Luke.
Yeah, shit. Virginia?
Virginia, that's
I'm thinking of something central, like along the way in this rail.
Yeah, no, that makes
Confederate territory. Managed to get in the Union, no problem.
So do you.
I guess that's technically correct. I don't really know how the rail lines fucking work going through
Yeah,
hostile
neither do
territory.
I. Out of character, I don't know
So-
either, so that's why I said that, but I don't know.
So IRL, that was actually a thing, and there was a group of Union soldiers that stole a train, that crossed into the Confederacy, stole a train, drove it back, and blew up the tracks.
Sick.
I guess since
But yeah, whatever
the
whatever
rail
version
is-
of that makes sense for the purpose of your information.
I guess since
Okay.
the rail is owned by a third party that is working with both sides, they just kind of leave it alone.
They might have some workaround, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them want Machina's business.
And it's like civilian usage anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, only when it's
Yeah.
like a military thing, then it's of interest. Like if
Yeah.
the train that the Spirit Chasers will be on crossed into Union territory, they'd be a target.
Well, I mean, it also as long as they keep them demilitarized, probably.
Yeah. Do you did you see what this person who gave you the letter looked like?
Sounded
it
like
was
she
like-
wasn't handed the letter.
It was
What?
it was like a mechanical thing.
Okay. It's like a Dropbox.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't really. I'm being vague out of character because I don't want to make something completely canon that may fuck with things. But my envision is that there is like Machina has its own sort of delivery bot system.
Yeah, okay. So she's telling us accurate, descriptive information that you're not gonna say out of fear of making something not something that Dylan didn't plan for a canon.
Machina has
fucking-
pneummatic tubes that go under the entire country.
Machina's got his own system of delivery bots that he uses for secure mailing of things.
It's got
There, I've made a
drones in 1870. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm gonna go teach him about the hunter killer drones.
Doom us all.
Does he have a blimp that deploys these drones?
Not
Machina's
the
just
person to ask.
early Amazon. Well, I'm not satisfied. So, gonna probably ask more questions later when I think of it.
Okay, well, I didn't do it.
Yeah,
I mean
didn't-
the other murder that I just found out about. So
yeah. Obviously, you didn't kill him. You weren't involved.
And she
This
also
isn't-
didn't kill you.
She tried. Yeah, attempted murder of the first degree, I believe.
I think that exists in Maine.
And but also potentially with a life in danger if whoever is on the train is killing individuals with ties to Machina. Of course, there's only one data point for that, and there's no. Ooh. Yeah, because okay, well, you stay here for now. Have more questions
anywhere.
later, as I'm not satisfied.
all right.
And
I will warn you,
concentrate
Mr.
on-
Smith.
you can
This will only
concentrate on
last
this-
for a period of time.
how long?
A few hours, unless something happens to me that I'm shaken from being able to focus on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If I, for example, if I am stabbed like you were, it probably won't be there anymore.
Oh, it's
This
concentrated.
is where I get
Okay.
assassin number 2.
All right. Yeah. If anyone tries to kill you, holler and fight back.
Oh, I thought I would just stand there and let them do it.
Not you.
Oh, well, I mean, even that should not obligated to do, but
Yeah.
probably would.
But that's more of like a friendly advice kind of thing that would circumvent the suggestion or whatever. I don't know. If she wants to listen to me. Marshall.
Yes. Have you gotten a sense of what the murder weapon was?
An acidic poison of some sort?
Well,
And was it-
delivered
was it
by a
done-
dog.
By a dart, so it could have been someone who was outside the bathroom.
It probably came from outside, yes. Also, this individual, although tied to Machina, as apparently Machina sent an assassin to have me killed.
What in the hell?
I'm a member of the Spirit Chasers, if you've heard of them.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And yeah, she knew of the individual who was murdered, was not involved.
How the hell does a coincidence like that come about?
I'm.
Well, he was also working for Machina.
Yes.
Crazy. This has to have been made up.
Have you ruled out?
Made up for the enjoyment of a bunch of fucks online.
Yes. What's your impression of Dennis in your interrogations?
Now, you said this was a dart that had to have been through the door into the guy's neck with a poison that killed him.
That is the running hypothesis.
All right. Well, none of those folks seem to have any kind of thing on their person that would be a blowgun or any other of these darts or poison or whatever. Dennis seems absolutely shaken to his core. He kept saying that he doesn't want to write murder mysteries anymore. Now that he's actually part of one.
Perhaps he could shed some insight. He has given a lot of thought to the subject, it seems.
I I don't think that insight will be very valuable. It sounded like his story wasn't going to be very good.
He didn't have much to say on the matter that was very detailed.
What about other individuals tied to Machina on the train?
None that I know of, but I could certainly ask if they would be willing to divulge such a thing.
All right. Well, I guess we'll keep her here for now, and keep an eye on her if anyone tries to kill her.
All right.
Even though she did try to kill me, I would try to stop her death, as that is not justice.
Sure. I will place her under arrest when the train stops. In addition to hopefully when we find out who the killer was.
Yes. Well, the only thing I can
Does anyone? Sorry.
the only thing I can think of going from here is start searching people's belongings, looking for. Well, also they could have thrown it off the train too.
Yes, a blowgun is quite disposable.
If I may, it also could be concealed within something else, or constructed or broken down from something else.
Ooh, are there any musicians on board?
Good question.
I heard a tale once of someone disguising a blowgun as a flute.
Sure. I'll say yes. I'll yes and that. There's someone who plays, I guess guitars are a thing. Yeah. So there's someone who plays a guitar who is this fellow.
Okay. Does anyone know about how long we have to the next train stop? I don't want anyone getting off at that time.
Oh, we should make sure nobody leaves, and also probably nobody gets on, because this is now the whole thing is now a crime scene. Though we should stop. And do you want this lady still on the train until we get to our destination, or shall I place her under arrest at our stop?
Out of character, I kind of feel like the marshal's involved with the murder. But, like, that's a crackpot theory that has no evidence whatsoever.
Actually, I
Hey,
do.
bullshit murder mystery one shot, so sends everything.
I think it'd be best if everyone, even her, stay on board until we have this resolved.
Totally
Yes,
fair.
it's possible she could still provide some useful information.
And if she is in danger, then keeping her here would be the safest.
Yes.
All right. So what I can tell you is, at least in order of people who stopped by the bathroom after realizing the door was locked. I'll just actually, like, draw it. B1.
So we got a Dragonborn, Dennis, Yoda, and
Why the fuck is this?
Isildur.
Why is it? Fucking Isildur, yeah. Why can't I just draw a thing? There we go.
You should be able to if you use freehand.
Yeah, can you guys see that?
Yep.
I just drew numbers above them of the order that they went to the bathroom.
Yoda, Dennis, Dragonborn, Isildur.
Yeah, so the one who would certainly there would be any of them probably could have if the murder went unnoticed for a long enough time.
Did you ask
But-
if anyone else had waited in line but left?
It doesn't appear like anyone of these folks did, at least.
Well, I look at my compatriots. I'm open to all ideas.
Hmm.
I have nothing else
Well-
that I can do while maintaining focus on keeping her cooperative.
The best thing I could even suggest would be an intense interrogation and using our wits and skills to ascertain if people are lying. But that probably won't do well if they're well versed in espionage.
Is anyone else capable of casting an identification spell? I'll take that as a no.
No.
Sorry. My skills deal with the body.
The best I can do is get a forecast. What's the current weather forecast?
Yes, what is the weather in 24 hours?
If you
It's gonna be
bring me,
cloudy. Cloudy, probably not rain.
bring me to the timid author, I can see what's in his soul.
All right. Let's. Yeah, we were going to do that, and then I got stabbed. Yes, sorry, Rufus. Let's go do that.
Why do you keep talking to the dog?
Because I can speak with animals.
He's still not barking when you respond though.
It's complicated. Barkeep verbalizes.
You can precognition speak with animals.
Just got it inside. I'm sorry, because that
Dogs
seems
communicate in many ways.
I can
like
I can speak with animals, which is true, but that's not how I'm talking with them.
all right. He's definitely speaking with the animal in some way, shape, or form, and I'm just oblivious to when it is
100%.
responsive. Got it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you believe speak with animals is how I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's obvious. I apologize. Ooh, which reminds me, I can actually talk to him as well. As I go over to the dog, and I forgot that I had this on me. Ring of Animal Speak.
You never know when Ring of Animal Speech might come in handy.
Yeah, well, Animal Influence, to be exact. Basically, I use a charge to do speak with animals.
Do I have anything useful on my vest? No.
Bark.
Bark.
Hello there, Kanan.
Bark.
I can speak to you properly.
It's like when you speak with animals on the sheep in Baldur's Gate. It's the red caps actually, and they still pretend to be sheep.
And the cow in the grove.
Moo.
I'm going to trot up to the author, and in
Okay,
his
this is normal.
you heard bark, you got a response. And in his head he hears, release the deepest, darkest parts of your heart to me, and I will cast detect thoughts.
Okay. You're looking at Dennis's surface thoughts.
And then I'm going to peer deeper as well.
All right, that is a wisdom save.
I gotta ask. I know you're a dog, but what's your class?
It's unclear.
He's a dog.
Dog-
That's his
Dog
class.
by me.
He's got that dog in him. Yep, plus 0 wisdom. There we go. Yeah, you
That's
know
my
everything.
His dog
goodness.
is
You know,
reading his
literally,
mind.
you know, literally everything that there is to know. He believes, probably at this point, that anyone can read his mind. That everyone is reading his mind. And that what he's thinking is that not only is he not cut out to write about murder mysteries, he's not cut out to write about anything.
It's depressing.
Because what he did not consider was the perspective of the witnesses, because he is now one of them. And you get the sense that if he were to try to continue writing this, it would be so disturbing an experience that he would just put down the pen. And so he is deeply troubled by what has happened. But nowhere in his mind. And you learn his childhood. You learn
He's
what
actually
his
really
parents were
good at
like. You know,
drawing, but he wants
you
to
know
be a
where all
writer.
you know where all of his birthmarks are. You have his Ashley Madison password.
Street he grew up
But-
on, mother's maiden name.
3 cards on
But
the
you
back. of his
can't
credit
find
card.
anything. You can't find anything related to actual murder. He has never committed a murder. He has never seen someone die. He has never seen someone even critically injured. And he's rather shaken. This is a rather sheltered individual who is on his first train ride ever, when writing about a murder mystery, which surely would never happen, has observed a train murder that has, up to this point, been unsolved.
I would like to make dead eye contact with him.
Okay.
And I would like to start barking, and as I'm barking, I want to telepathically say the date one of his parents died.
Oh my god!
He passes out. He just passes out. He's unconscious now.
Psychotic!
He's unconscious.
One less suspect, Master Smith.
Okay, he's cleared.
Is he alive?
He's breathing, I think.
Could you check?
Would that be a medicine check?
Yeah, make a medicine check. He's breathing.
He's breathing. Could have head trauma. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. And the only actual doctor I know is he's not very good at it. He's also in Austin. This guy's a gnome, right?
This guy's a gnome. Yes.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yes.
You were the first in line.
That's right.
Did you, by chance, happen to see anyone walking through the carriage as you got in line?
Not as I got it line. Gosh, let's see.
Sick as brain, Rufus.
There was a woman who walked out from the car, I don't remember what she looked like. She had dark hair. One of the dark-haired women who was on the train. And
Did Maria have dark hair?
Maria is like dirty blonde.
Okay.
And so she could have, just been in the ladies' room or in one of the other cars.
Which way did she go?
She went into, like, towards the dining car. I was in the dining car, and she entered the dining car, and then I walked.
Okay, so you
through
walked
so I don't
past
see
her
where
to
she
get
went.
into the car. Okay.
Correct.
Uh, Rufus, are you sensing anything from this individual?
From the gnome.
You shift over your detect thoughts,
Yes.
and he says, "It's like, oh dear, that fellow seems. Oh gosh, is he actually dying?" This man doesn't look well. He passed out, but his breathing is getting shallower.
Do you
Yeah.
know first? Oh, shit. Okay, I can fix that. Healing word.
Okay.
Chartreuse.
Max!
Is there any toxins in your body?
What? How would I know that?
I don't know what caused you to go low to the ground.
I think it
That-
was just fear.
That
Oh.
beast. Get it away from me.
The dog.
The dog.
The barking made you faint.
The dog has a ghost inside it. I figured it out. I want no part in this. I'm leaving now.
Right?
Wait,
Can't
did
leave
the ghost stop? No.
Can't leave the train.
Ah! I'm not going to leave the train. I just
Nope.
need to
Get
get
back
away
here.
from that. I just need to get away from that animal.
Right, I guess we'll make our way to the dining car and
No, I think it's settled. The dog has a ghost in him, as me and Melvin suspected. Well, first Melvin.
no. Rufus is fine. He's just good. He's a good boy.
He's chasing his tail right now.
That is not what you would call a good boy.
Rufus, speak.
Bark.
Bark.
Your dog is quite well trained, Mr. Smith.
He's not my dog.
For all intents and purposes, does the dog count as a beast?
I don't know.
I think if I have 5 hit points, I get to be a beast.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just asking for just in case if I need to use animal friendship or animal specific fear for the ring that I have.
It's a playable character, so it's harder for some of those spells to like make sense in 5e. But it's also the case where Rufus doesn't have like an intelligence of 2. So it's a little different.
Yeah.
But you have also been deceived
True.
to the point that you know with utmost certainty that this is a dog. And so you may, whether or not it would work mechanically in the game, you would try to use it anyway.
Well, I have no inkling of what to do now.
I mean, there's the woman the gnome informed us about that moved to the dining car. So let us head that way.
All right. Starts move.
Now, also at this juncture, I will tell you guys that it is past midnight.
Yeah, we should probably.
So this might be a good place to wrap up. Having witnessed the actual murder and the event where something happened during this session, and realizing that you have some clues, but it is not narrowed down who done it.
I feel like
As usual.
it's her.
No, it's
without
this one.
without the fucking circle frame. Okay, okay, dude. Fucking whatever.
I do have a question before we end, though.
Sure.
When Melvin went to check on the animals after talking to the marshal, are the animals alive?
They're fucking fine, dude.
Okay.
They don't
It's
even
like,
know
yes,
what's
I've
going
been
on.
I have a hit on this rich person.
You
I have a hit on
took a
Walter,
hit
but
at the
first,
mule.
but first, I must kill the mule.
Yeah.
No, dude, I don't kill animals.
I don't know. I saw Ed eat the heart.
Except for the 5 hit point dog. Stay on your toes.
Nope.
On a
All right.
random side note, new character class coming to Darktide.
But I guess we wrapped up.
Play. Yes, that would wrap it up. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Very good.